What is that? What? Uh-uh. I'm just gonna see and then watch, and then I'm gonna watch. I'm just gonna watch my notifications, and then I'm gonna see what happens in this chat. Log on right there. Help me. No, you can help me because people are always talking about if they're gonna I'm just gonna see something. I'm gonna let it. It's been like 5, almost 6 minutes, and I'm gonna see. But as soon as any other one goes, then I want you to look at what's in theirs. It's been right at 6 minutes. Uh-uh. And it take that long. But it's people that you know if somebody else, if certain other people go, they're gonna be like right there. So I'm gonna see. I don't know. It's Saturday. Who knows? Just watch it. Hold on. Hey, bro. Hey, comedian L. Hendricks, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I'm not doing much. I'm just on here to to have a live stream going because I need to. Yeah, I'm just seeing how long it takes. Because I know as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna see some chats that's gonna be full. So I'm trying to see. You getting Sophie's hair done? Oh, what she got going on tomorrow? Is it for church or she got? Or does she have an event? Sophie always getting her hair done. Go ahead on Sophie. Go ahead on Sophie. Sophie always getting her hair done. I don't blame Sophie. Make daddy get their hair done. Children's choir. Oh, she's in the children's choir. Okay. What about Aiden? Is he in the choir too? Is he in the children's choir as well? And kids love now that's when you're a child and you get in that children's choir or you become active in church, kids love to go to church then. When they get a little bit older, not all of them, but some of them, they want to sleep in on Sunday. Both of them. Oh, okay, okay. You have to do a video. You have to record them, bro. I bet they can sing too. This neat. They're in the children's choir. I love it. At our church, I think I forgot. I don't know if children sing on the. I don't know for sure, but I want to say maybe the third Sunday, second or third Sunday. I can't even remember which Sunday it is, but um, everybody has their particular Sunday to sing. And I love it when the kids sing because sometimes they're like they're like right on point. And then sometimes they're like off and the choir director has to get one or two of them in line. But it's nice when the children sing from the mouth of babes, from the mouths of babes. They're all innocent. Then they get to be grown people. And oh my, oh my. Yep, I'm just on here just letting this run, letting it see because it's Saturday. It's pretty outside, but it's hot. It's pretty outside, but it's hot. So we're gonna let this run and get me some time on here. Yes, the choir director has to get one or two of them. It's always one or two. He has to get in check, and then it's always the other one or two. I mean, it's like they're kids. Now, some of them can sing. Some of them can really, really sing, and the other ones, they be looking like, my mama got me in this choir. My daddy got me in this choir. But boy, just you wait. I don't know. I need to go back outside. I was outside earlier. It was so pretty. This has been a nice weekend. Weather-wise, I need to get back out there. Before you know it, it'll be time to go to work. I was about to say, I see 3. I know it's been more than this is off. I don't want to put any music on here. Everybody does that. I just want to see if people are gonna come through here. They out, bro, because I didn't seen them in a plenty of lives. So that's why I'm saying, okay, you be in these lives, and then all of a sudden, certain people you don't be seeing in your lives, but they be right there in other lives. So I'm like, I'm seeing something today. I don't have anything else to do right now, so I might as well go live and see what happens. Hey, Sonya. Sonya, where you been? Sonya said, hey, stranger. What was it? I went live this week, Sonya. You probably were on the road. You and your husband probably were on the road. Sonya, I still can't. I'm so mad about that. I don't know what to do. It's like you can't get any information from anybody. YouTube won't tell you why. It just keeps saying error, error, error. And you're a mod, and I still cannot reply when you comment. I'm like, what the heck? Hey, cool gamer. Welcome to the live, y'all. Welcome to the live. This live ain't about much. Just happy, happy Saturday. You see, I say it or sing it again. If anybody wants to sing, we can just chit chat, or we can sing, whichever one. Hey, cool gamer. Hey, Frank. Welcome to the live. Frank says, "Hey, VT in chat." And speaking of cool gamer, what you up to today, Frank? Is your have you completed the walking challenge? I know you said it was 5 days, so I'm sure you probably did it all last week. Okay, Henny, go make sure Sophie is getting laid. Make sure Sophie is straight. You too, cool gamer. Thanks, 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 thanks. You too. You're awesome too. Thank you for coming to the live. Thank everybody for coming into the live. I was just not busy, not doing much. So I said, let's go live. Let's go live. Frank, what you want? What hey Frank, what I know there's a game tonight. Isn't this got game 5? Is this game 5, Frank? Wait a minute. No. Is this game 6? Warriors need to win one more. You're right. They don't. I don't know what's up with that. You can't get any information from them. And then when you email them, you get like basically generic answers. They don't really answer what you're asking. It's just generic answers. Hey, B Nicole. Hey, sis. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. How you doing? Yeah, Frank. I can't get them to answer. I'm like, so I guess you got to be like really, really big for YouTube to answer you, huh? You got to have like what 2 million subscribers to get them to answer your question. Welcome to the live, B Nicole. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. B Nicole, this is a live for you. Say her to sing it. Say her to sing it. It was actually 6, but I didn't know till early. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, sis, all good over here. That's good, sis. That's good. I know you so your hair looks so good. Oh my goodness. Your hair looked that was everything. She did that. Your hair was so pretty, B Nicole. It is so pretty. Oh, I can't stand. I don't know if I could stand. Is it as tight as it looks? I'm so tender headed. The next game is Monday. And so that'll be game. What game is that? What was I just asking? Like game 6? I thought Boston was gonna I thought Boston might pull through, but I don't know. Steph Curry had a monster game. I think he's missing his championship, Frank. I think he wants the championship again. So what y'all doing? What y'all doing today? Hey, Baby Tech. Hey, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Is it Saturday still where you are? Is it Saturday on Baby or is it Sunday? Frank says, I stopped caring about YT. We'll talk. Yeah, they don't talk to you. They don't talk to you, and you need to know stuff. And I'm like, I'm having some technical difficulties. I can't even reply to my mod. Game 5. Why am I thinking it's game 6? Because Boston took the lead at one point, didn't they? So what is it? Warriors 3, Boston 2. No, 2-2. They're 2-2. Is that right, Frank? I think I got lost when it was like I think it was 1-2. Boston won the third game. So now it's 2-2. And so now it's about to be game 5. Oh, thank you, Baby. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the compliment. Hey, we ladies love compliments. That's what we need to do more of. Compliment each other. We need to compliment our bros. Bros need to compliment us. Women need to compliment each other. Guys compliment each other. You guys need to compliment each other. We need some positivity and some uplifting. 2-2. Okay, it's 2-2. Think I expected Golden State to have the lead, but I think it was Golden State 1 and Boston 2, and I was shocked. I was a little bit shocked by that. Hey sis, hey Tennessee Michelle, happy Saturday, BT and chat. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. So what y'all doing? What y'all doing today? Is it pretty? Is it pretty where you are? Is the weather the weather is nice. I think the weather is nice everywhere, y'all. I still holding on to it would be a game 7. Oh, you still think it'll be a 7-game series, Frank? Do you still have the Warriors winning? I think the Warriors will win. I like both of them. I don't really lately like my favorite changes every so many years. My favorite changes. So of course, my favorite team is the Warriors now. But at one time, Boston was, and well, Boston will always be my favorite team. But I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted right now. Frank says, "Hey, Tennessee Michelle. Hey, sis. It's nice there. Ooh, I bet it is. Tennessee Michelle, are they having these some of the car shows and all this kind of stuff? Hey, Rock Just Living, welcome to the live. Rock says, happy Saturday, BT and everyone. Baby says, hey, sis. Hey, Tennessee Michelle. Everybody speaking to Tennessee Michelle. Tennessee Michelle speaking back. Y'all, so what y'all do this weekend? I feel like I'm just like I'm not bored, but I haven't done anything much. Have y'all done much? I think I'm y'all Juneteenth is next weekend. Who's celebrating Juneteenth? Rock, happy Saturday, T. Yes, it's Tennessee Michelle speaking to Rock. Yeah, so who's celebrating Juneteenth? And if you're celebrating Juneteenth, what are your plans? Are you just going to like kind of like the 4th of July cookout? Or are you traveling next weekend? Tennessee Michelle says, Baby Tech, hey, how are you? Warriors are not the Miami Heat. Warriors are not the Miami Heat. What you mean, Frank? Hey, my chef finest wine. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, bro. How you doing on this Saturday? Deep cleaning the crib. Oh, hey, that's a task. Maybe not, But for some people, for me, that would be a task. She'll find this wine. But thank goodness I started a long time ago, and I'm pretty much done. Y'all, Juneteenth is next weekend. Rock says she doesn't. You don't. Okay, a lot of people don't. Rock. Rock says I don't celebrate the 4th of July. Yep, a lot of people don't. We celebrate Juneteenth at work. Yeah, yep. A lot of people have started. It's legal. I mean, it's federal holiday now, so yep. A lot of people celebrate it. When was it? When did it become a federal holiday? Was it as of last year? Hey, James Money 615. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Everybody speaking. Frank says, hey, Brock, Ada Baby. Speaking to Tennessee Michelle. She'll find this wine. Rock, y'all are gonna grill and just hang out and do whatever. Yeah, I think I'm going to like a Juneteenth celebration, a parade, and basically like a town cookout, like a city cookout. It will not be an easy series. Oh, okay, I got you. You're saying that Boston is in Miami, but wasn't Miami wasn't easy for Boston though? What were they? You doing well on this happy Saturday, James? That's good. Good to hear. Chef Finest Wine says, hey, Tennessee Michelle. Yeah, y'all. I think it's pretty much pretty across the United States this weekend. And everybody is like kind of chilling. They're at home, cleaning up, chilling. Frank says, hey, James. Chef speaking to Rock. Yep. Hey, y'all. Henny is at the hair salon. Sophie's getting her hair done. Right, Tennessee Michelle. Tennessee Michelle says, I love the fact that Juneteenth gets bigger each year. I know. I so love that. And it was about time. Hold on, y'all. It was about time. Get my charger. It was about time for it to get bigger, sis, because it's like everybody was starting to celebrate it, and as we should have been. And now that it seems like everybody is celebrating it the way I feel like we really should have been. It's just growing and growing and growing. And Juneteenth is it's getting to be to the point where, like Rock said, some people don't celebrate July 4th anymore. They just celebrate Juneteenth because Juneteenth is our Independence Day. It's our Independence Day. Oh, thank you, Rock. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. So look, let me ask y'all a question. I've had like several different laptops, but my favorite one and will always be my Mac. So what do you guys like? Like, what brand of laptop do you like? I see they're even selling Dell again. And now I will say I don't like Dell because like when your charger goes out or something like that, you really can't use like the generic chargers. Like you can order if you have like an HP or something like that, a Samsung, you can like order a generic charger and it'll pretty much work. Because a lot of times your charger may go out on your computer or your laptop, but when it's Dell, you pretty much have to order Dell. Whatever it is, you have to order Dell. Frank says the first time heard of Juneteenth was last year. The first time you heard of Juneteenth was last year? Do you mean the first time you heard of celebrating Juneteenth, Frank? That apple is the truth. Yes, 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 Chef. It is. It is. Apple is the truth. I have HP and you got HP and Apple. I really do like. Do you like your HP though, Chef? Look at Tennessee Michelle. Chef, do you like your HP? Yeah, Apple is the truth. That Apple is the truth. But I've enjoyed the HPs that I've had. Of course, they're not as expensive, but and they're not Apple, but when you compare them to other computers or laptops, I think HP is kind of at the top. And what's the other one? Lenovo, is that it? Lenovo? I think that's what it is. That one, I hear a lot of people like that one. I've had one of those before, and it's a long time too. Thank you, Rob. Welcome to VT's live broadcast, y'all. Please make sure you thumbs up the live. Please thumbs up the live. If you can, share it out. I appreciate it. Come on over here and get some live chat, live conversation. It's not a lot. It's not no rah, and it's not no mess, but we're here to support and we're in here to just chat. You mean celebrate it, Frank? Okay, yeah. I see a lot of people celebrate it. Like Rock, in your area, did people celebrate? Have people been celebrating Juneteenth for quite a while? Because a lot of places in the South, I know, have been celebrating Juneteenth for a while, way before it became a federal holiday. You have a Mac, Rock, so you enjoy your Mac. I really do enjoy um my Mac. And Corey has HP. So do you sometimes use this HP? Chef says, yes, my HP. My brother gave it to me as a gift. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. We saw that was a great gift. That's a true friend. And that was a great gift to receive. And Chef, you were so grateful. That's real brotherhood right there. That's true friendship. That's true friendship. For him to do that, um, that's true friendship. And you were very, very grateful. Y'all know some people aren't grateful these days. They are not grateful. Corey loves his HP. He does not like the Mac. Okay, okay. You know what? I have heard some people say that they don't like Mac. But I love HP as well. I really like both of them. To be honest, I think I like HP because it seems like it's not quite as sensitive. Like you have to be really careful who you let. If something goes wrong with your Mac or goes on with it, you have to be really careful who you let work on your Mac. But with an HP, you probably can go to Geek Squad or, somewhere through Best Buy and they get it worked out. If your HP is really expensive, it's really a nice HP and you really want to get something worked out with it when something goes wrong, you can take it to a good reputable place and it's, get your money's worth and they work it out for you. But with your Mac, you have to be careful with who you let. If anything goes on or goes wrong with your Mac, you have to be really, really careful who you let work on it. I'm grateful and everything someone do for me or any of my loved ones. I know that's right, Chef. I know. Rock says not really, it's getting to be more and more. Mm, hmm Yeah. These, you know what, y'all? It seems like you want quality. Whenever you purchase something like that, you want quality. But you know what? It's just like when you buy a quality car. It costs, oh my God, so much. When something does go wrong, it costs so much to get it worked out, to get it fixed. And I'm like, I understand that it's expensive, but hey, it was expensive to purchase it. So it seems like, if it's warranty, even if it's under warranty, some things it depends on the warranty. It's just like I feel like I pay too much to have to pay so much to get something fixed. But anytime you have something that's high quality, it costs a lot. If anything goes wrong with it, it costs a lot to fix it. And I'm like, I bought this so that I wouldn't be having to get it done. I guess anything's man-made, but usually it's a long time, especially with the Mac and an HP. It's really a long, long, long time before something goes wrong. So that's that's the upside. My Rock says never used HP. I'm still learning the Mac. I'm not computer savvy. Rock, okay, Rock. Y'all, Rock says that she's not computer savvy, but I bet if she pulls that computer out, I bet she's on top of it. I bet you she's on top of it. Rock says she is not computer savvy. Rock, I bet you are much more computer savvy than you give yourself credit for. So yeah, it's the NBA Finals Game 5 coming up. Anybody? Hey, do y'all bet? Does anybody bet? I know. Look, I know Chef Finest wine gambles. Bro, you like me. I know you like to hit the casino. Y'all, I love y'all. This is not the time to be gambling. Gas is $5. Girl, I be messing everything up. For real, right? Y'all, this is not the time to be gambling. But I like to gamble. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I like to go. And it's not even like I'm going thinking I'm gonna hit a great big jackpot. But y'all remember the other day we were talking about stress relievers. Y'all going to gamble, hitting that button, pulling that lever, that's stress relieving. I go with a set amount of money to lose with the intentions of winning. But once that's gone, I'm done and I'm out of there. And y'all, they be like, play the max, play the max. I'll play the max depending on my mood and depending on how much money I'm okay with losing. Because you have to be, your goal is to win. You hope you're gonna win, but it's a machine. So it's like, okay, I can afford to lose this. And y'all, when you win, oh my gosh, when you win, when you win big, yeah, I be wanting to take my ass right back to the casino. Have y'all anybody that goes gambling, when you win big, are you ready to go right back like in the next couple of days? My folks be like, you won, why you going to take it right back to them? Because it's like a stress reliever. So I don't go down there to get broke. I'm not a gambleaholic. They know I can't afford it. Gas is too much to be gambling on a regular basis like that. Ross says, no, Corey's watching those games. I don't really watch. Oh, okay. Me, I don't really watch much during the regular season, but I keep up with what's going on. And then I kind of watch some of the playoff games. Like I was just confused right then. Didn't know if it was game 5 or 6. But Frank said it's game 5. Tennessee Michelle says, I have HP for work and Mac for personal. They so different to me. But are they both durable? Do you see, do they, are they both durable? Do you feel, Tennessee Michelle, or do you feel like HP is like black? Ross says, hell no, gas is kicking my ass. I know, sis, I know. And you know what? I'm like, shoot, it costs, oh my goodness. It's like some of the small things that you do for fun. Y'all know how they used to be like just a cup of coffee a week. It's like, shoot, now sometimes you miss your coffee a day or two because the gas prices. Gambling seems to cause more stress. Tennessee Michelle, I think for some people it does. Because see, some people it's like an addiction. So yeah, it can cause stress. But if you do it just like for fun and it's like a stress reliever, like I do it, I take a certain amount, that's it, that's all for that trip, and I just hit that button and it just relieves stress. And see, people be like, play the max, play the max. And I'm like, I don't need to play the max. I play kind of midway. If it says the max is $2, I play like $1, maybe even 50 cents. Because I'm just there like to relieve stress, like especially after work all week or something like that. I ain't down there to get broke. I got a set amount to lose. And I ain't trying to lose that. I'm not trying to move my car at all on the weekends. Shell says I gambles hard and I don't play like a little bit. Really wimp lamb. I play with the big boys. I play triple max and win big. And guess what I do after all that? Give it right back, Chef. What fine is wine? Rock period. My house here's the weekend move. Give it all back. I told you, Chef. That's how a lot of people do. That's how I do. I'll sit there when I do win big. It's like I'm ready to go back in a couple of days. I'm ready to go back in a couple of days. Like, let's try this again. Ross says, fine as wine. No, when you hit, you're supposed to leave. Rock, when I hit, like, I said, okay, I'll play one more 100. Like, if I hit for 5 or more, I play like 100 to try to win off of that. And then if it seems like sometimes you're not winning or losing, you're just kind of like up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'll just play then until I'm bored and go home. But if I win 5 or more, I play another 100 and then I leave. Chef says I do leave, but a couple of hours later. Is it a couple of hours later for you, Chef? If I hit big, I leave and it's like a few days, like a couple of days. Chef says he leaves and a couple of hours later he's back giving it all back and the pennies left in my pocket. Lint balls and all. No, no, Chef, no. You're just giving it all back, y'all. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. For me, sometimes it's just a stress reliever. Ross says, take the money and run. If I hit for at least 5, like if I hit for almost 6, then I'll play whatever that is. But if I hit for like 5, 10, 15, something like just a little under 550, I'm playing 100 of it back. Chef says he really needs help. Some call them folks from have them put my chef, chef. On your little on the player's card, does your player's card have like do you have a player's card, Chef? If you do, does it have like if you need help, please call this number on your card? Like I've been to some casinos that have, if you feel like you're becoming addicted or if you feel like you need help, please call this number and we'll be. And I'm like, so y'all are gonna refer us to somebody if we need help? And then some cards though, I don't see that on the back. I'm trying to remember. It's like when in Vegas, like some of my, let me see, my MetLife card, some of the cards don't have it, and some of them do. Yeah, because they know some people get out of hand. They know some people get out of hand. So I guess they say at least they're offering you some help. They're offering you some assistance. They're like, if you need help, please call this number and we will offer you. I'm like, y'all asking somebody, do they need help? Y'all probably going to charge. I don't ever see them say that the help is free. So I'm like, okay, is the help free? Because y'all got us hooked. Y'all got people down here addicted to gambling, and then you want to put it on the card that if you need help to call this number. So if you're gonna help me, don't charge me now. Because you already charged. Look, most of the times they already got all your money. Oh, when I entered the casino, they pulled the red carpet out because they took out my MF money. They feed me, rub my feet and all. Come on in then, Chef. Come on in. Look, they be like, come on, Chef, come on. They be like, come on, Chef, find this wine. Come on in, have a seat. Look, they send you over to the spa area. Look, they get you all comfy and ready to go. Chef, look, do you ever go to the spas and all that? Do you do that before you gamble, or do you just go straight in there and do you do the machines, the tables, or do you do both? Rob, you already broke from gambling, can't pay for treatment. Oh, I know. That's why I'm wondering if he does it first. Like, Chef, do you go and get your treatment first? Bro, you're gonna have to start going. Look, you got to go get your food first. You got to get your special treatment first, your spa treatment, and any shopping, because y'all know a lot of those casinos you can shop. And then Ross said, not rub your feet. I know that's right. Chef said they rub his feet. Chef, they know you well. They know you well, bro. They know you well. Chef said they roll out the red carpet. They rubbing his feet. He getting food. Yeah, I have to go eat first. I have enough left because they ain't getting all my money. Like, oh, I gotta go in there. I'm like, y'all ain't. I'm coming down here with this to gamble, with this for food, and with this to shop. When I go into the ones that had a little shopping, the little boutiques and stuff. So Chef say he be broke as a joke. Tennessee Michelle says she needs to gamble with you, Chef. I bet you, sis, I bet it'll be so much fun. I bet you it'll be so much fun gambling with Chef. Look, Chef will be around there talking about increase your bet. Increase your bet. Chef, are you one of those kind of friends where you like increase your bet? Oh, thank you, Rock. Thank you, Rock. I appreciate the cash app. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. I'm scared to move anything on this phone when I'm live, y'all. I'm scared I hit the wrong button. Thank you, Rock, so much. I appreciate it. Y'all, thank y'all for coming to the live. Anybody coming through, welcome, welcome, welcome. Stop in and say hello, say hi. You don't have to tarry. Like my grandmama used to say, just stay a minute. You don't even have to tarry. Just stay a minute. And if you want to, stay for a while. Stay as long as we're here. I'll go with you, finest wine. I'll just hold the money. I know that's right, Rob. Chef Finest Wine are the casinos in between Chicago and Danville. Look at them eyes. Look at those eyes. Tennessee Michelle. Yup, Rocket Tennessee. Michelle, y'all will have a blast with me. See, I want to go with you too. I can see you saying like, BT, increase the bet. Increase your bet. Increase the bet. I said increase the bet. BT, increase your bet. Ration it out. Oh, y'all, I bet you Rock will be like, you ain't getting, yeah, I bet you Rock will make you, Rock will probably be like, I'm gonna make you want to go home. Yeah, if we give Rock the money and say, okay, Rock, help keep us straight. And then you go back to Rock and like, okay, I'm out. I need another 50. Rock will be like, looking at her watch, looking at the clock. Okay, I just gave you doing too much. See, Rock will keep us in check. Rock will be like, y'all doing too much. Just Tennessee Michelle, no, but trust we will find one. Trust that pays well. Trust me, I systematically figured out. Chef, really? A lot of people do that now. They systematically figure out. Yeah, I watched a documentary of this lady. She had, like Chef said, like she was systematic with it. Ross said, we'll be mad. She ain't giving us too much. Y'all, this lady, she was systematic with it. Excuse me, y'all. This fan going right over me. Ooh, the ceiling fan feels so good, but then it makes me start to cough. She was systematic with it, y'all, and her husband thought that she was cheating, and he had her followed, or they had a private investigator or whatever, because he really thought she was cheating. And y'all, she wasn't cheating. She would leave home maybe by like maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon or early evening, and she wouldn't get home to like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes like 6 or 7 o'clock. It just depends. And he was like, she was doing this on certain days, and she was doing it like a little bit too much for his liking. And so he hired a PI because she was saying it. She was like, I'm going gambling. And it wasn't like the situation where, the people go broke. She hadn't gone broke, but it was an addiction. And her husband was like, if you keep this up, we will go broke. But he thought that she was using gambling as an excuse, like to get out of the house, to go cheat, see her lover or whatever. So the private investigator followed her, y'all, and she was actually gambling. And she had like Chef said, it was systematic. She had figured out where to go, when, and even if she didn't win any money, she was having enough. And I'm kind of like that too. So that's why I say it's a stress reliever for me, because even if I don't win, I kind of figure out which ones are paying which days, and which ones aren't paying on certain days. And then you can kind of be like, okay, even if this one isn't paying, if it has you like up and down enough. Chef, have you ever been at a casino? Like, say you go in there with $500 to gamble, and it's like, say you sit down around like 7 p.m., 7 o'clock, and then like by 12 a.m., you still like got like maybe 400, $500. It's like they're just not eating you up. It's like it's just letting you sit there and just kind of, it's not really doing anything. And then you get up and move around. You probably moved around to different machines, but they're just not doing anything. And it's been like 4 or 5 hours, and you still have like practically all your money. So what do you do then, Chef? Do you just go to a different casino? Can't lose, can't lose the food money. I like to eat. I know that's right. Tennessee Michelle said, I really only like to play Diamond, Double Diamond Deluxe. Oh, Tennessee Michelle. Oh, sis, I love that one. It's the only machine I can get some returns on. I love that one. Yep, I'm not giving. Sonya laughing there. Chef says, Rock just living. Nah, I would do a disappearing act on you. Yeah, I promise y'all. Me and Chef we'll do just good in that casino. You would think you got all the money. Meanwhile, I'm taking the water money in my purse and getting home. Y'all, Sonya speaking to everybody. Um, Chef sounds just like a friend that I go with. Y'all, that girl, she'll get in the casino, and sometimes she'll take her mom. Now that is something. Now, y'all, you're a mom, an aunt, your dad going to the casino can be so fun with them. I just go ahead and get a hotel room because if you go with them, they ain't trying to stay down there on that casino floor all night, and they ain't trying to stay at the casino all night. So the best thing to do is to get like just go ahead and get a room for them. But I have a friend every time we go, her mom likes to go, so she hates leaving the home. She'll go ahead and take her. And it's like she gets lost though. She makes sure she has her room card so she can get into the room. Cause she was like, Mama, oh my gosh, Mama's eating me up. Y'all, it's like the mama thinks she's slick. She'll be like, I lost my money. I need a little bit more money. And so my friend will be like, okay, Mama, here. And she'll give her like $50. Y'all, do y'all know, like within 20 minutes, she coming back saying, boy, these old machines ain't doing nothing down here. I tell you, they ain't doing nothing. And so then my friend's like, Mama, you need some more money? And she was like, I guess so, if y'all still out here playing. Y'all, we think she be putting it in her pocket. So her way of gambling is going and playing like a little bit. Like after that, out of that 50, she probably plays 20. And then she'll come back to my friends like, I lost that. And she'd be like, Mama, you lost it in 20 minutes. Which you can lose $50 in like 10 minutes. But it's just something about it. We know she doesn't like to play the max. She plays like midway and below. So she's coming back every like 20 minutes or so. And then she'll just sit there sometimes. And then my friend will look and she'll be like, did you lose your money? You lost the money I gave you? And she'll say, yeah, these old machines ain't doing nothing. So we're like, okay, the machine's not doing anything, so she'll be ready to go in a minute. But if you offer her some money, she taking it. She taking it. That's why I think she pockets half of it, y'all. I would have thought she was cheating too. Yeah. 4 a.m., no telling what could have happened. Well, see, Frank, what she was doing, she had systematically figured out, she had her system, which casinos she felt like were paying at which times. And sometimes like one would surprise her and be doing good, or she wouldn't really be winning anything, but she wasn't losing anything. So this lady would be out, y'all, like 12 to 14 hours. And the private investigator came back and told her husband, I have nothing. Like, I don't have anything. You haven't been in years, Rod? Really? He was like, I don't have anything on her. I can't find her. He gave her, he was like, look, this is the itinerary. She's been to this casino. She stayed at this casino from 5 to like 9:30. It took her however long to drive from this casino from point A to this casino at point B. She was at that casino for another 5 hours. So that's like 10 hours right there. And then sometimes that'll be it, or sometimes she may hit a third casino and she's there for 3 or 4 hours. And then she's coming home. And sometimes it's like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And there has been times the husband was like 7 o'clock, she's coming home, and she's telling him though that she's been to the casino. And I guess he just was thinking like, there's no way you've been at the casino like that. And she had the private investigator couldn't find anything. Michelle says, I used to have $40 spending limit at the casino, 50 if I was 50 if I was feeling frisky. Oh, Michelle, and there's some casinos. Like, Michelle, how close are you to Tunica? Is it Tunica? The chef said you can't go with him with no $50, Michelle. Ross says she gotta go now, chef. You convinced her she might hit big. You might, Rob. Y'all know what? That beginner's luck, or that hadn't been in a long time luck. I remember my sister's first time going with me anyway. We walked in, and y'all, she wasn't really familiar with machines. She dropped a quarter in the machine and hit for $250. You couldn't tell nothing. I was like, what? One quarter, y'all. We had just gotten there, and if I'm not mistaken, it was a seven. It was a red, white, and blue, or it might have been the what is it? The double dutch. Just starting out to figure out what happened, and she hit like $250 her first time there. I was like, ain't this? And she had only spent a quarter. Chef says, "Rock, good for you. You be the ones who go and who ain't been up to in 10 years and they're gonna get a big bag. They're gonna get a big bag." Oh, I got behind. Yeah, yeah. Rock will be the one to go in there and hit. You know what? I bet you Rock go in there and hit big. Rock gonna be like, "This enough. I ain't going back." Ross says Michelle must play the penny machines. Now, back in the day, I used to be in bingo every day. Rock. For real, Rock. I used to play bingo too. I would go with my mom. Shoot, we go play bingo. Yeah, I used to be like, oh man, with these old people playing bingo. But I used to have, girl, used to hit off them bingo cards. But that was fun though, y'all. And when I think about it now, that's just fun with your mom or, whoever you go. Sometimes it's fun when you go by yourself, but it's like, I used to be like, I'm going to bingo with mom. And I miss those, like, oh, what I wouldn't give to go to bingo with her again. I miss my mom so, so much. But yeah, going to bingo. But my mom, y'all, chef, my mom would have $20. And she'll be like, we were like, you want to go to the casino? And it's like, even if you give her, like you say, you're going to give her some money. She was like, I'm not giving these people all my money. Y'all, she would play with $20. And every now and again, you could get her to play a little bit more. Shell says, oh, yeah, I can get down with some bingo. Y'all, we're hitting it. We need him in here for this conversation. See, Michelle, Tunica is a casino there. Don't make me pull up. Yes. So, sis, you do go to Tunica? Do you go to Tunica? It's like a whole strip of them, though, right? Yes. Chef, y'all, maybe we need to do this meet and greet in Tennessee. Yes, I love the food, y'all. And then the concerts. Oh, y'all, the casinos have the best concerts. The best concerts. Hey, B Sugar, the nachos, hot dogs, French fries, yummy for my tummy. Hey, B Sugar, welcome to the live, sis. How you doing? This thing is sticking. Let me pin the comment up there. Rock said, hey, B Sugar. Y'all know my phone is acting a plum fool. Hold on, let me see. I took the thing off of it. Probably want to cut off on me. While I'm talking about a computer, I need to get a phone. I don't go for the bingo for the money. I don't go for the bingo for the money. I go for the laughter. The old folks be having me on the floor. Why y'all think I with my auntie so much? She's off the chain. For real, Chef. Hey, sis. Hey, B Sugar. Hey, everyone in chat. I was listening but eating and couldn't type. Oh, okay, sis. What you eating on, B Sugar? What you eating on, sis? Rock saying, hey, B Sugar. Hey, Steve Gilmore, welcome to the live. Thanks for coming to the live. Y'all, please thumbs up the live if you can. Share it out if you can. I would much appreciate it. Support everybody in the chat. Support each other. I'm sure all of us are already supporting each other. But if somebody's coming through, if anybody sees this live, if it gets shared out, or if you just stop by here later, support everybody. Go and hit that button, hit that bell on everybody's channel. Steve says, finest wine, what's up, bro? Michelle says, I win big every time I go to a bingo game. Really? I can play 10 cards at a time. Ross says, thanks for thumbs up the live. Yes, y'all. Thank you. Steve. Sugar says, I had to stop going to the casinos, laugh out loud. One time I went, spent my money up, called my son's father, who was in the military at the time. He sent the money, and when I got back, he was in the house. What? When I got back, he was in the house Wait a minute, B Sugar. He was he was in the house with your son. What was B Sugar? Did he know you wanted it for the casino? B Sugar said she was cold busted. A mess. A mess, y'all. A mess. Y'all, the casino will get you busted. I ain't gonna lie, it will get you busted. Yeah, I've been there, B Sugar. Like, but you know what? I go ahead and just tell them, I'm like, I'm at the casino. Send me some money. Put some money on it. Transfer some money over. I'm at the casino. No, but shh, I had to confess. B Sugar, yeah, you might as well just go and tell him. Because guess what? He was gonna still send it. I bet at the end of the day, he was gonna still send it. He was gonna fuss. He was gonna fuss about it. But I bet you he was gonna send it. B Sugar, he caught you. Chef said he caught you. Laugh out loud. B Sugar said, I ate meat today for the first time in months. Oh, really? Oh my goodness, that sub was slammed. Wait a minute. Y'all, I thought B Sugar was gonna say it didn't even taste right. B Sugar said that sub was slamming. Right, Rock, cold busted. Cold busted. Y'all, B Sugar be having me tickled. B Sugar said she ate meat for the first time in months, and I thought she was gonna say it didn't taste right. B Sugar said that meat was slamming. Right, Rock. Right. I know it was good to her. B Sugar be tickling me. B Sugar, I thought you were going to say something. I know, but that sub was. I know, Michelle is right. I thought she was gonna say, I ate that. I thought she was about to say, y'all, I hadn't had it in months, and it didn't even taste the same. It didn't even taste right. I thought she was gonna be like, I didn't even miss it. I shouldn't even had it. B Sugar said that sub was slamming. B Sugar a mess. Yep, that's. I wonder what kind was it. What kind did you have, B Sugar? What kind of sub did you have? Yes, I was getting good money from him, and he was sending it only to find out I was gambling. B Sugar, you were being bad. Look, did the money stop, B Sugar? Did the money stop after that? he it didn't stop. I bet it didn't stop. He probably questioned you a little bit more. He probably got a little bit stricter, but I bet it didn't stop. B Sugar said she was cold busted. Michelle says it was so good. I ate the whole thing. I had honey turkey. Well, at least you had turkey. Did you get it on wheat bread? What kind of bread did you have on, B Sugar? B Sugar says, no, I was getting a lot of checks, paper allotment. Oh, the allotment checks. Okay, okay. Well, hey, the allotment checks, I mean, oh, B Sugar. Because I know about those allotment checks. Oh, I know he probably was a little hot, B Sugar. He probably was a little hot about that. Oh, B Sugar said she was getting those allotment checks faithfully. Girl, it ain't nothing like a good old allotment check. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Tennessee Michelle says, B Sugar, it sounds good. Says, it sure does. I love turkey too, Rock. I love a good turkey sandwich or a homemade turkey salad. Good. B Sugar says, yes, wheat bread and vegan mayo. The rest was history. Well, look, at least you had wheat bread and vegan mayo. Y'all, that Subway be, oh my goodness. Have y'all ever had a sub sandwich from Subway that was bad? It seems like that couldn't be. But even with my sub sandwiches, y'all, I like it when certain people are at work. Because I love black olives, I love cucumbers, and it's like, I'd be like, put more on there, put more on there. And some people be looking like, look, lady, you getting two sandwiches in one. Me too, Finest Wine. Fine says, I can't wait till the meet and greet. Fine, look like we might need to do this meet and greet in Tennessee. We might need to do this meet and greet near Tunica. Is it Tunica or Tunica? Tunica, I think it's Tunica. Rock says, what meet and greet? Rock, the casino meet and greet. We're going to have... Big Sugar says, he wasn't mad. I was shocked because he was only stationed in Virginia. He got to Jersey quick. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, how far is Jersey? It's not that far though, is it? Don't you get there in like Virginia to Jersey? Is that like maybe 6 hours? Turkey is yummy, Sonya. It is. It is. I love turkey. I love turkey. Yeah, and I wish, like, oh my God, they do so much to the deli meat. But there is some deli meat. You can, find which deli meat doesn't have the steroids or the antibiotics and stuff. But it's just still something about deli meat where I just think they put some stuff in it that, because these kids, y'all, it's always something in the food that's making each generation look thicker, more mature, more busty, more booty. Everybody ain't going to get it. These kids are developed. Chef says, Rock just living whenever someone schedules one. I know. Yeah, we need to do one, Chef. We got to make sure there's a casino nearby. Like 6 hours. I thought so. Because I had friends stationed in Virginia and some stationed in Jersey. Wasn't Fort Dix when it was open? That's in Jersey, right? Be sure. Do you remember Fort Dix is in Jersey? And I have friends that were at Fort Lee. And I know they would go up to Jersey a lot. Ross says, I have to do Subway when they first open. Right. I can't after they start digging all in the service. Exactly, Rob. That's the best time to go. That's the best time to go. Tennessee Michelle says, I told y'all to come to Tennessee or we can go to New Orleans. Yeah, because they got some casinos in New Orleans now. So what we're going to do, y'all, we need to do this like this summer. We need to do the meet and greet this summer. Chef, Michelle, Rock, Be Sugar, you need to come on down. You need to come on down to the South. Be Sugar says, I only eat boar's head. Michelle says, don't be giving me them tomatoes that been sitting in that juice all day. Ooh, I know that's right. Ross says, one time a lady got mad because I asked her to change her gloves. So that's me. She had just put pickles on a sandwich and I didn't want that juice. Wait a minute, Rob. Wait a minute. I thought you was about to tell me, because y'all, sometimes you go in there with places like that, they'll be all on the phone. I'm like, why do you have on gloves and you're on the phone? And then they'll hang the phone up and start trying to. Now, I've had to ask people to change their gloves too, because I'm like, that defeats the whole purpose of you having gloves on. Your gloves are dirty. You might as well make it with your hand. If you're going to talk on the phone that everybody's talked on, knowing y'all don't clean the phones. And even if you clean the phone's up there catching all kinds of dirt. And you want to make a sandwich? Oh, no. I've had to ask people to change their gloves or to put gloves on. Now, at Subway, they always have gloves on, but there have been other restaurants I've had to ask them to like put gloves on. And, they wash their hands. When I said that, it prompted them to not only put the gloves on, but to wash their hands and put the gloves on. But just imagine the people in the back, y'all. The people in the back, they ain't washing their hands as much as they need to. I'll never believe it. And it just burns me up. I know that's why I don't like to eat out a lot. Triple Head Goddess 888. Hey, welcome to the live. Hey, Triple. What you doing on this pretty Saturday? I know it's pretty up there in Chicago. Process 10 or whoever would like to help, let's start planning. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we need. Is it going to be? So everybody in this chat, what we're going to do to meet and greet? New Orleans or Memphis or Tennessee, wherever the casino's at. Or operating the register and then come back to make my sandwich. Right. Be Sugar says, or making food and handling money. Hell no, exactly. That Rock. But see, that's probably because she's not used to somebody telling her to do it the right way. Some people just don't care. Steve laughing. Y'all, they be all on the phone. And it's like, sometimes I don't even ask. It depends on who it is, because sometimes if I've gotten to know the staff and I'll know that they just weren't thinking, and like they're really friendly, they don't mind, and they'll wash their hands and change, whatever you ask them to do, they do it. You can kind of learn, if you go to certain restaurants. That's why I try to only go to certain restaurants. I don't go a lot, but I try to go to certain ones at the kind of like at the same time. Like Rock said, Subway, it's best to go to Subway when they open, because some people get mad at you for asking them to wash their hands and to put gloves on. But then some of them come right in and wash their hands and put their gloves on. So somebody's been trained. Somebody knows right. But the ones who usually get mad, they're probably nasty. That's probably how they do at home. They do everybody like that. And some people just don't really pay attention, or they don't catch it. But the first thing I do when I walk in any restaurant is look at the ratings. So I look for the ratings, and then I look at their behavior. B Sugar says, I'm so far from Tennessee. I was there last year for a family reunion. Really, B Sugar? Come on, B Sugar. Did you enjoy yourself, B Sugar? Did you get to do anything in Tennessee? Rob, yes, I would love to help. Yes, y'all. What we're gonna do is, let's see, Memphis is about 4.5 to 5 hours from New Orleans. Okay, so both of those locations are great for me, because I'll be coming from Georgia or Bama, so it don't matter. It's like 4 either way, about 4 to 5 either way. Let's see, Memphis is about 4.5 to 5 hours from New Orleans. We can do Memphis. Okay, Ross says we can do Memphis. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the live. Please hit that thumbs up. Thanks for supporting the channel. Share the live. We appreciate the support. $ VT5. Come on in. Talk, chat. Look, we getting this look, I'm gonna say this casino themed meet and greet. I bet y'all say, y'all look, Rock ain't thinking about no casino. But Rock did say she'll go to the casino. Rock, you gonna hit the casino? Yep, she in Jersey. I think B Sugar's in Jersey. Sis, I think she is. Ross says, and I hate the people at stores that lick their fingers to separate the bag. Oh my gosh, yes, to separate the bags. That's so nasty. Now I'm carrying my stuff in the spitting bag. Y'all, that is so nasty. I'd much rather them have the paper, the little wet paper or something to wipe it or do something instead of that licking. I don't like that. It's not, Sonya, it's 95. Y'all, wait a minute. It's 95 degrees where you at? But are you on the road, Sonya? Because I was about to say, I know it's not 95 degrees where you live. I guess it is. Sonya says, I'm so happy it's 95 degrees here because it's always cold or cool where I am. So, Sonya, are you out? B Sugar says, I had so much fun down there. We did a lot. Went to Dolly's water park. Okay, yeah, y'all had a good time. Then from there, went to Arkansas. Didn't want to come back to Jersey. It's fun down south. It's fun. I like down south and up north. I have family in Chicago, Michigan, Massachusetts, California, Georgia, Alabama, Texas. I got family everywhere. Sonya, you're sitting in your backyard and it's 95 degrees. Wow. Ross says, I've issued those out before. Michelle, I live close to New York. Okay. Yeah, I can't stand. That's why I only eat at certain restaurants, because I have to be able to deal with the staff. I have to kind of be familiar with some of the staff. If I walk in there and they got anything below a 95, I usually don't. I have to be really, really in a tight on the lunch, or really hungry, or on the road traveling, to accept like a 92, 93, at the least a 90. But I really don't like to eat anywhere it's below a 95. But nowadays, y'all, these people, when they do these inspections, they may take off a whole 5 points because you got a cup sitting in the wrong place. So you sometimes kind of have to like read it. Like I'll read it and see what it says. Like what's the reason for them having like a 90 or 92 or something like that. If it's anything about the temperature of the freezer and all that kind of stuff, the freezer or the cooler, then I can't do it. Hey, Spiky, welcome to the live. How you doing, Spiky? Spikey, what's that on your profile? What is that a baby? Is that hey Spikey? Michelle says, Rock, people should have stopped licking fingers when the pandemic hit. Right, right. But you know what, sis? Since people are like, I don't know, I guess people are making themselves just they're I don't know, just get back, they're getting back to normal, even though some areas of the country the numbers are kind of fluctuating or kind of surging a little bit. People are getting back to normal and they're doing the things that they used to do. And probably some of them never stopped doing it. But see, that's why I like self checkout. A lot of people don't like self checkout because they say, for one, that I guess they should be paying people to work and people don't like to bag their own groceries. I can't, but it's a lot of people that say that they don't like to do their own groceries. Sonya says, I'm so far from y'all. VT 95 degrees here is not hot like back at home in the South. Right. Okay. Okay. I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Michelle says, okay, be sure to sis. We have good eating sports where I am. Okay. I bet y'all do, be sugar. I bet y'all do. Sonya, you're in Seattle. I remember you being somewhere really far. Yeah, I think Colorado. I think me too, be sugar. I still do. Like if I do a short or a video or something, and I'm out. Yeah, I probably notice I still have mine on. Michelle says, hey, Spiky. Yeah, y'all. It's like I love self checkout because sometimes people do stuff and I'm just that person where I'll leave all my groceries like right there. I'll just leave everything right there. And I'm like, after all that hard work, and then I get to a cashier who decides to lick her fingers and put it on the bag. Or like they may have somebody who, y'all know, you go in the meat department and you get meat that has blood all over it, and they don't get it and they don't put it in a bag. So they get to the register and it's going, it's on the cashier has to handle it, and they don't get a chance to wash their hands. And you can't just sanitize your hands when you deal with blood, so you need to wash them. So that's why I just use self checkout. A lot of people don't like self checkout, but I love self checkout. B Sugar says, hey Spiky. Hey Tanya Renee. Hey sis, welcome to the live. Tanya Renee says, hey VT, everyone in chat, happy Saturday. I'm not going to stay. I thumbs you up. I appreciate you, Tanya Renee. Thank you so much. About to have dinner. Thank you for always supporting. Tanya Renee gonna support you. She's gonna come and thumbs you up. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate all of y'all that came to the live. Because I was just on here earlier, just to see what everybody was doing, and just to get somebody, try to get new people to watch. And I was like, where everybody at now? If I go live and I start seeing everybody in these lives, I'm gonna be like, where y'all was at? And I was just live. Why y'all didn't come through there? Yeah, I know everybody can't always come to your live and be at your live, but like coming through and just hitting the like, showing support, speaking, that's like everything. That's everything. Because people work too, y'all. People be at work, people got families. So I do it to try and see when are good times. Good times. Like the other night, I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Me, Lady Shea, Frank, who else was in here? Sugar Daddy, One Williams, Spiky. It was a lot of us in the live, more than I expected. It was more than I expected. Michelle says, okay, Sonya, I bet it feels so nice today. Yes, it is. You know what? I didn't think about that. Colorado, if you're thinking about 95 degrees in Colorado compared to like 95 degrees in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, I bet that is a big difference. Everybody's speaking to Tanya Renee. Sonya says, I hate that. Yes, you mean that licking your lips? I mean, oh, yeah, Sonya, I can't stand it. Tanya Renee says, hey. Me too, Trip. I like self-checkout. I like it better because I can organize my stuff the way I want it. I don't have to worry about if the cashier did something that turned me off. Because sometimes cashiers can just do stuff. And then sometimes they may have, at least it's wrapped. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's just, I just have like these things, like if they got band-aids on, because some people, like, I mean, you maybe the band-aid may be dirty, and I'm like, I just really prefer to self-checkout. Tanya says, yes, ma'am, you're welcome. I appreciate this, sis. I appreciate it. Sonya says, me too. Self-checkout is the best. It is. Hey, Lady Shaya. Welcome to the live. How you doing, Lady Shaya? I probably would sleep somewhere. Yes, Sonya. Yeah. And then see, they handle other people's groceries. And if it's bloody and it's like, sometimes they really don't have time to go run. They may use a paper towel or something and put sanitizer on. So I just prefer self-checkout. And some people say they don't like self-checkout because it costs, that's a job somebody can have. But I'm like, hey, some people don't want to work no anyway. And they don't want to check themselves out because they came there to shop and they didn't come there to work. But I'm like, if it's your groceries though, like I don't feel like checking my own groceries is work. Because like I said, I can check it out the way I want it. I can just have some people don't, y'all believe it or not, some people don't know how to bag groceries. Some of those people that work in the grocery stores and stuff, they don't know how to bag groceries. Lady Shell says, hey Michelle, hey sis. Y'all, they do not know how to bag groceries. Is they'll have like your you know what? I guess you could say, well, you could put it on the what you call the Lord, it slipped my mind. You can put it on y'all. Why every time I keep trying to think of it, slips my mind. The thing that you put your food on. Y'all know I'm silly. What is the dang it. Y'all, I'll just say the counter. What is the thing, that rolling thing? I can't even think of the name of it. Y'all, it keeps coming to my mind like it's playing with me. It's like, bet, the belt, what is it? It's called something else. The belt, the when you put it on the belt or whatever, you put it up there all kinds of different orders. So I can kind of see sometimes it may be difficult to bag and they don't have time to just sort through. But like when I'm at the grocery store, I kind of like my stuff. Don't put my cleaning supplies with my food. They got like three, they had a little turntable. So put my cleaning supplies and swerve a little around and put my food and just do it like that. I just like my stuff organized right. Lady Shell says, I do self-checkout only so I can keep my things organized. Right. Yep. B Sugar says, Sonya, this is why I'm not feeling meat, not all meats. Lady Shell says, hey, Michelle. Belt roller, Sonya. Conveyor. That's it, Sonya. It kept, conveyor is the one that kept coming. It was like, It was like, I could not think of it. I could think of it, but it was just like, leave my train of thought. Even when you put it on the conveyor belt organized, they still mess it up, right, Lady Shell? They sure will. They'll still mess it up. Some people just don't know how to bag groceries, and some of them just don't care. Some of them just like, look, I'm here to bag it. I ain't trying to organize it. And some of them feel like you should put it on there and organize the way you want it. But girl, when you have a buggy full of food and supplies, you just start putting that stuff up. Because y'all, shopping is a job. Shopping is a job. So by the time you get to the cash register, you're just trying to put that stuff up there. Sonya says, me too, Lady Shell. Yes, you're just trying to put it up there. So yeah, I plan to celebrate Juneteenth. Because that's our holiday and it needs to be celebrated, y'all. So I hope everybody's planning to celebrate Juneteenth. Celebrating can be something like going to a Black History event, Black History type event, because Black History Month is February. But you can still go to like a Black History event or some type of museum. What I'm singing, I don't know, Spikey, you want to sing? It's Say It or Sing It Saturday. I hadn't said much about it, but if you want to come up here and sing now, yeah, Spikey, I think Spikey may want to sing. I hate when they handle my eggs and bread roughly. I know, Sonya, bread all squished and mushed and get your eggs and it's cracked, because I always check my eggs, and that's why I just do self-checkout, because I don't want my eggs. If they get cracked, at least I'll know I did it. If the eggs get cracked, I'll know that I did it. No, laugh out loud, nah. Spiky, you don't want to sing? It's say it or sing it. What's on your mind, Spiky? You can say what's on your mind, or you can sing what's on your mind. You don't want to sing, Spiky? Yeah, Sonya. See, if I crack them, then I'm like, okay, I messed up. If I squeeze the bread, I'm like, okay, I messed up. But and then if I squeeze my bread, I might catch it, and I'm like, okay, I might not do it so bad. But when they do it, it's like grabbing and just put it in the bag, and I'm like, oh my goodness, they're just so rough with my bread. So rough with my, or either like if you buy something that's in a glass jar, they so rough with it. They just bam, they just one girl, I was just like, no, I can't get that. It was, what was it? I think it was I think I had black olives or something in a jar. And I was like, nah, we're gonna have to get another one. Oh, thank you, Lady Shell. Thank you, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had to let it get some air. Like, look, I like hair you can put on. I love my hair. I like hair you can put on. And sometimes it's just convenient to throw it on, but you got to let that hair out and let it get some air, some just be free. I don't like the price of bacon, $9 for a pack. Yeah, spiky bacon is high. Everything is high. Everything is high. Facts. I don't let no one handle my eggs or bread. I know that's right, B Sugar. I know, because they rough. Bacon prices are ridiculous. Yeah, y'all, and bacon prices were high even before even before we all this stuff started. Even all the money that they so-called gave people to put into the economy, they've taken all that back, and they're taking more. And a lot of times, yeah, some stuff, gas, with this gas, I think they're trying to make $4 the norm, because everybody's tinkering around 4.50, and some people are like $5 and $6. There's no way gas should ever be that high and be the norm. It should be under $3. Under $3. No more than 3.15, something like that. This right here, this should be coming down. This should be coming down. This is ridiculous. Yes, it is so pretty. Your hair, of course. Oh, thank you, Sonya. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's what we were saying earlier in the live. Y'all, we need to compliment each other. I think everybody in this live, compliment, give somebody a compliment. I was just saying, ladies need to compliment ladies, men need to compliment men, men need to compliment ladies, ladies need to compliment men. Just be on some positive stuff, some positive. Like I always say, peace, positivity, and prosperity. Be on some positive stuff on here. Lady Shell says our gas is almost $6. See, this is ridiculous. I'm like, when is it gonna stop? Like, when is this gonna like level off? At least level off. It should drop back down, but when is it going to at least level off? It's ridiculous. It's too much. It's just too much. Point blank. Period. It's just too much. Your gas, and then some things are there's a shortage. See, I heard Papa Rinaldi say that there was like on certain foods, I guess. And I believe that because, okay, they're up north, they're in Wisconsin. Have y'all been noticing certain foods not being on the shelves as much? Have y'all noticed certain food shortages? Of course, we know the baby milk. I think that's getting a little bit better. I think the baby milk is getting better. But there are some things that they're short on. Like there's a food shortage going on. And y'all, I saw feminine hygiene products. I was like, they said that there was a shortage on tampons. And I'm like, what's really going on? What's really going on? Everything's going up. You got shortages on foods, hygiene products, what's going on? Stuff is just so expensive. And then it's expensive, or it's out, or there's a shortage. So that's the kind of stuff, you hear those things, and it makes you want to go and get an extra deep freezer, or make sure that yours is filled to the brim. Yeah, Lady Shell, yeah. They just said it's a tampon shortage. So I'm like, so there's a food shortage, there's a tampon shortage, there's baby milk shortage, and I think the baby milk, it had to do with something like, I don't know, I think it was contaminated. They had to shut down. They had to shut down or something. I guess some of the factories or whatever had to shut down, and so I guess whatever. I don't know if it was contaminated. I don't know what was going on. I'm wondering if it was like that thing with Bluebell. Y'all remember when they had to Bluebell was kind of limited because they had like, I don't know if it was, they had some type of breakout. I think it was salmonella or something. When they had to close the Bluebell factories down and do like a deep cleaning or whatever, however they sanitizations and disinfecting and all that. And it was first, I think Bluebell has maybe 3 or 4 distribution centers. The first it was like 1, and then it was like 2. Then next thing you know, it was like 3 of them. Yeah, Sonya. We were out of gas at a lot of stores here last week. Really? I have noticed that too. They got the little yellow bags on the pumps saying that the gas, like, I'm like, dang. I heard a baby passed away from contaminated formula. That's sad. That's sad. I know they said something about the formula was contaminated, and that's pretty much that's the reason why they had a shortage. But I guess they didn't think that it was going to affect um the supply as much as it did. Yeah, be sugar. That's so sad. They had is the milk is contaminated. I don't know with what, but they had to do a self recall, and then I think they had to like shut down one of the distribution centers. So that's the reason the baby formula is so low, and it looks like it's starting to pick back up. And then yeah, it's just, I don't know, it just makes you think like there's been a pandemic. Gas is what it is, and gas is not what it is because of their war over there. Their war's been going on like 2 months. Gas has been going up. It was kind of fluctuating and looking a little scary, but now it's just to the point where it's just up. And I just feel like they're trying to make like $4 be the standard. 4.50 be the standard. And that's just too much. That's too much. And all this money, you see, that's why it's sad to say this, but that's why whenever there is money available through some type of, like when the pandemic happened, you guys know they had the loans, and not even just the loans, people who were unemployed got extra unemployment, which they deserved it, you know, and some of them stayed on it and got it for as long as they could, which they should have. But a lot of times when people try to take advantage of a situation or the system financially, when they're giving out money, so-called giving out money, it's because they know that they're going to take it right back. Look at the way they started saying nobody should be complaining. Most places raised the minimum wage. Well, the federal minimum wage didn't raise, but a lot of different cities or states may have raised theirs. But most places now, whether it's up north or down south, the rent is astronomical. The rent is too much. Like, a lot of people can't buy their homes. A lot of people can't afford it. A lot of people don't want to buy. A lot of people aren't ready to buy, so they rent. And and of course, a mortgage payment is usually, like we was talking about this last live. Mortgage payment is usually cheaper than rent. Well, you got people where you're saying, okay, some of these people are making $15 an hour now. Well, guess what? You went up $200 to $300 on their rent. Gas is at the woohoo. So they're pretty much back to where they were pre-pandemic, and that seems like a designed plan. Because if you were already making like $10, you got an extra 5, but then your rent went up $200, that in itself is enough to be like, it puts you right back where you are. And for some people, it maybe puts them even back further. So it's just a mess. It's just awful. It's awful. They do anything they can to get that little money back. But meanwhile, and I'm not saying I'm for or against the war, but you sending millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, or millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of equipment for somebody to fight a war. I'm like, it's crazy. I've seen some businesses that raised the minimum wage during the pandemic have brought those right back down. Exactly, Lady Shale. And then if they brought them down, or if they didn't bring them down, they didn't have to, because one, they went up on their products, whatever that business is, they went up on their products or services or services, and the cost of living, rent, your rent, even if you not just new rentals, your rent has gone up $200 or $300. Some people had to pay some of those loans back. Some people didn't get their loan. Like, I guess there was certain things you could do, qualification that you had to meet, and you wouldn't have to get your loan forgiven. So everybody didn't meet the qualifications to get their loans forgiven. So you got some people who owe money on their loans. You got people who've had an increase in rent. You've had people where they were making $10 and they was like, okay, now they're making 15. Well, guess what? A lot of people are already making $15, depending on what city and state they lived in. So it's like they're right back where they started, or for some people, it's worse. But I just don't understand. You can send millions and millions of dollars and millions of dollars worth of equipment to somewhere, and nobody really complained about that. The same people that were responsible for trying to help this country out, their own citizens, are now sending all that stuff over there, and now your own citizens are somewhere homeless. And then they wonder why people have to live 2 and 3 to a family. It's awful. And I don't know. I don't know. My thing is best to, like, if you can, to have everybody's not going to college for 4 years. So if you can do that, that's great. That's fine. And even if you do that, you're not guaranteed the best paying job when you get out. But sometimes these trades, y'all, these technical schools that offer trades, going to carpentry, going to HVAC, going to nursing, be a dental hygienist, something where they're starting you off with maybe a good $20 an hour at least. So like you said, people are right back where they started because of the inflation. Right. They're right back where they started. And some of them are even, they just seems like and that's causing a lot of people to be depressed because they're right back where they started. And for some people, they may even be worse off. Because, like, imagine paying like I say, rent is usually always more than a mortgage. So imagine paying, say, $700 or $800 for rent, or say $1,000. And then you get a notice from your landlord saying that your rent will be now $1,300, where it was $1,000. Or you were paying $7, and now they're saying it'll be $9 or $1,000. That's ridiculous. That's every bit of the money that and some landlords, because I've heard people talking about it, some landlords, they don't really have to go up on their rent. They just hear all this other stuff going up. And so they're like, well, hey, let me go up. Some of these people are really taking advantage. No, inflation is on the rise. It has risen. But some places, some people are just taking advantage. And I'm like, where do you think this money is going to come from? Y'all going to get to the point where people are not going to have anything. It's going to seem damn near like a third world country. And it's like, do you really care? But you got people in Congress who could increase the federal minimum wage, and they don't want to do it. But we pay their insurance, we pay their salaries, and their salaries are hefty. So it's just like the people over here, everything is designed to keep people down. It's designed to keep people down. And it's ridiculous. It's designed to keep working class people. It's almost like they say, I used to always hear people say, okay, the poor, the middle class, poor, middle/working class, the rich, and then the wealthy. Well, now the working class, middle class is almost just, it's almost like they don't, it's just poor, poor, rich, and wealthy. Because the middle class, the working class, you're almost every one of them are check to check because of this inflation. And I'm like, y'all are trying to get this money back that you called yourself put into the economy, but are you really getting it back when you're sending millions and millions of dollars over to a war? Yep, prices are going up and pay is staying the same. Exactly. And it's ridiculous. And then people are calling for an increase in the federal minimum wage and they won't do it. It's just sad, Rob. Just sad. Lady Shell says, hey, Rob. Yeah, it's getting harder. It's getting harder. B Sugar says, my daughter is still young, 31. She'll be 32 next month. I stayed in her ass so she can be in a good position financially. She's there now and I'm happy. That's good, B Sugar. That's good. Because, of course we know that things, prices go up, inflation goes up, but it's just like this is hitting people as you come out of a pandemic. And it took, they didn't even want to help for real. They didn't want to help. It was like pulling teeth to get that first stimulus check. It was like pulling teeth. The second one was a little bit easier. Then the third one, when we had the new administration, it was like pulling teeth to get that one. But it wasn't quite as hard as the first one. That first one, it was like pulling teeth. The second one was a little bit easier. The third one was a little bit harder, not quite as hard as the first one to get, because these people be around here making decisions for citizens, but they have their personal issues. The Congress and all that, they all on their personal stuff. And I'm like, we paying y'all salaries. We pay their salaries, their benefits, and they're rich. They're rich. Excuse me, y'all. Some of them are already rich, but some of them we pay their salaries, and their salaries are enough for them to be well off. So you really don't even have, as far as citizens, everybody's kind of like the middle class, working class. You have the working class is now not really middle class. It's like either poor or rich. And when I say poor, you have those who are poor, and they just don't have anything. And then you have those who are poor. They're saving a little bit, but they have to really manage their money a lot better and a lot differently since the pandemic. Because all that stuff that they did that was supposed to help, they took it all back. And they didn't even give you a chance to like recuperate. Like the pandemic is kind of like still going on, and they're just taking it all back. Child, we have to spend less and save more. Right. That's why I was talking about gambling. Now I do like to gamble, but I ain't lying. I'm not a gambleholic. Shit. Because you got to try to hold on. You got to try to hold on to your money. They do not care, and their kids and grandkids are straight for life. Exactly. Straight for life. Lady Shell says, be sure 100. Exactly, because I stay on adult children about their finances. Right. And trying to and a lot of adult children are at home. And it's not because they just they want to stay up on the mama and daddy. It's because my children, yeah, Lady Shell, yeah, it's because it's so hard. It's so hard. And it's better to kind of just keep as much money as possible in one home, one unit. So that's why a lot of adult children are home. And that's why a lot of them moved back home. It's like we're still, technically, it's still a pandemic. And we're kind of like easing out of it, I hope. But they started taking everything back while it was still going on. Like, they started taking it all back. And everybody already knew that they were going to get the money back some kind of way, some way. But it really ticks you off to know that they're taking it back so soon. Could have let people, giving them a little while, giving them a little bit to kind of get straightened out. Gas high, food high, shortages, some things not in. And when there's a shortage, the prices go up. Anytime there's a shortage, the prices go up. Everything was going up anyway, has gone up too much anyway. And now certain things are in short supply. So whenever there's a short supply, prices go up even more. If they've already gone up too much. If things aren't going up, y'all, they're not going up like maybe 25 cents, 50 cents. They're going up like $2 and $3. $2 and $3. B Sugar says, especially when you have your own kids. I didn't allow my daughter to stay with me for long. You have to have your own. That's what my mother taught us. But if it's and out of their control, my door's open. Yeah. If it's out of their control. And B Sugar, it's like right now, things are out of control. It's like you almost have to, but see, they've been taught though. So when things get better, that's in them. But sometimes you just have to, let them stay. It's better for them and for you too. You may be okay, but still, it's just like, I feel like it's better because when things are like this, you never know how much more, how much, worse things just gonna keep going up. Who knows when the gas prices are gonna stop? Who knows when the prices of the increase in prices on food is gonna stop? Who knows? These landlords, they feeling like they can really kind of take advantage. Some of them have gone up. I've heard like $100 to $300. So they're gonna keep doing it. Is time to renew a lease again. They may do it again. Like who knows? It's like in this country, when people do things, it's like they don't know when to stop. And that's like this country as a whole. Lady Shell says, my oldest still lives at home and I'm not trying to push him out so he struggles financially. I'd rather him be home where he can save his money. Right. Yep. Ross says, my kids are on their own, but I save my daughter money by keeping the kids for her. Yeah. See, that's how we have to do. We have to, yes, it cuts the cost because childcare is ridiculous. Right, Rob. That's all you have to do. See, so they're still helping, and that's a blessing. Parents are a blessing, children are a blessing, and parents are a blessing. Lady Shell says, well, I left home at 18 and struggled financially for many years, and I'd rather my children not have to go through struggling. I get it. Yeah. We all want more for our kids, and we don't want them to have to struggle as much as we did if we had to struggle. If we did have to struggle, we just don't want them to have to struggle as much. But like you do teach them, like, they know, like B Sugar said, it was instilled in them to have your own. So Lady Shell, and I'm sure he's been taught, because you said he was on his own, I think at one point. So they know, you just have to know, kind of like when we played the Kenny Rogers song before, you have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, and know when you have to just kind of rearrange your circumstances to benefit you and your kids, like your whole family. Sonia says, our daughter will be 19 soon. She stay with us, she works, and she's home from college until school starts back. Yeah, that's good. And see, as long as they're working, my parents always told us, as long as you are working, because a lot of times you never know what the economy is doing. So, you can try to go out on your own and be out on your own, but depending on the type of job you're able to get, you just never know what the economy is. That economy drives a lot of people back home. Facts, sis. Rock, I do the same thing. Yeah, be sure you do keep your grant. Yep. Lady Share, I was you at 19, but I thank God for keeping me. I'm 58 and never had to go back home to nobody. Yes, it's good. Lady shares, although two of my younger adult children left home at 18, like I did, and went to college. Okay. Yeah, they go to college. My family, my aunts, my parents, my aunts, my uncles, everything was, you didn't get what you wanted. It wasn't that kind of thing, like where even when they could afford it, that you got everything you asked for. They taught you to know what it is to want for something. And then when they teach you, that's a part of when you teach children what it is to want for something, instead of just, because a lot of people are stuck on that. I want them to have everything I didn't have. And that's fine. But a lot of times you have to teach them to know. You have to teach them to receive the word no. You have to teach them that they can't have everything they want, even if you give them everything they want. And then a way of teaching them that is that you can't or you shouldn't give them everything they want just because you can afford it. You have to let them know that some things you have to work for. And when circumstances go a certain way, that preferably, you're there for them, because everybody goes through something. Everybody, like Lady Shay and Be Sugar, like they count hard times financially, and they didn't go back home, but God kept them. So I do believe in, if you know trying to make sure that my kids are able to do things that I didn't do. But you have to, teaching them a work ethic is not gonna work if you're giving them everything they want. So by withholding, sometimes when they become young adults, then they know they can withhold from themselves. Because a lot of times young adults like to spend, or they like to just get. Oh, I got a job now, I can get. So if they haven't been taught to save, then they'll spend it all. They'll spend it all. Now, like teenagers, of they may, spend it all, but it's never too early to start teaching. I've seen 2 and 3 year olds that their parents are teaching them. If somebody gives them money, they teach them that they don't just spend their money. Have y'all seen kids in the store and they have their little money and it's like they're looking for something to buy? I always wonder, like, okay, I wonder, is that all they had? Like, even when you give them something for, like, say a report card, if you give them $10, tell them to spend half of it and to save half. Some people they'll be like, well, I'm going to see if they're going to spend all of it. Well, yeah, they're going to spend all of it. Unless somebody has told them, don't spend all your money. So it starts at 2 and 3 years old. If they get change, they get 4 quarters. Tell them to keep 50, put it in their piggy bank. And then they'll start to doing that out of habit. Even, you know how little kids are coming to you as soon as somebody gives them some money. And if it's like a bill, like $10, take them to the store. If they spend it, tell them, okay, you bought something, you can't spend the rest of it. You got to just start with the little stuff. And then as they get older, they'll remember. They know what you taught them. Sonia says, I have my daughter the Gerber College Life Insurance since she was 5 months old. She gets it in 2024. It's $10,000. I told her when she get it, bank it and let interest grow on it. Right. Yes. Yep. That's good, Sonia. Lady Shell says, oh, yes, VT, I had to get on my older kids. When they first got jobs, baby, they would their whole check on material things, and I had to check them real quick. Right. Yep. And you kind of watch them at first and see. So it's like, it's okay. I let you watch them. And then it's like, if they're saving, that's good. Either way, you're going to teach them. But it's good to at least watch and see what they do with those first 2 or 3 checks. And then be like, okay, now you done splurged or whatever. Let me school you on. Let me help you how this is going to go. You cannot spend your whole check every time, especially when they're living at home, because they feel like they're at home. They're still going to be okay with mom and dad. So they just think they can spend it. And if you let them keep spending the whole check on whatever they want, they'll keep doing it that way. And when they do finally get the type of job that can allow them to move out, then how well will they manage their money if they're spending their checks like that? Because it's going to be a rude awakening when you get that first apartment, and then you get your check then after that first apartment, and you find that you can't go out here buying the stuff that you've been buying when you were at home. So I'm sure mentally they know they can't do it, but to actually get in that apartment and think that you're going to spend money the way you spent it at home, if your parents allow you to spend it that way, no, because that means, do you want these new tennis shoes or do you want your lights to stay on? So yeah, you have to let them know. Like Lady Shell said, you can let them do it 1 or 2 times just to see. And you just gotta let them know, no, you can't be doing this, because when you get out on your own and you get your checks like this, those checks are going to utilities. If they don't go to anything else, they're going to utilities, because you gotta have water, you gotta have lights, you gotta have, you want cable, or if you don't have cable, you're gonna pay for some streaming services. So just basic general things that we use every day. You got to learn how to like keep it cute. Keep it cute. Don't spend all your money. B Sugar says my granddaughter has a kids bank account. She's 9. I did the same for my daughter. They need to learn early. Yes, yep, that's what I did. B Sugar got a early they would call them like early savers and stuff like that. All these the banks have a lot of different types of accounts for young people. They do. They have a lot of different kinds of accounts to, and then kind of show them when it comes in, when their bank statement comes in, let them know that this is what you have. It's adding up. And see, if you start doing it that way, they'll start liking the fact that they have money to the side or that they have money saved. Doesn't mean you can't splurge, but make sure that you always have something, a little bit to the side. You may not be able to have a big bank to the side, but have something to the side. If it was up to my granddaughter, all of her allowance and everything else would go on Roblox. Don't they love those Roblox? My niece loves Roblox. Lady Shell says, I'm telling you, I had to get on them about saving and managing their money better. Yep, you do. Sometimes you really do, because I mean, and even us when we was kids, I know at first initially it's like when you get, I don't know though, because when I was a kid and somebody gave me money, like an aunt or an uncle gave me money, I would try to hold on to it for a long time. And some kids are like that, like you don't even have to tell them. They try to hold on to it for a long time. And then when I would spend it, I would try to spend like half and keep half. But yeah, Lady Cheryl, right? Some of these kids, they get that check and it's like, baby, it's all gravy, baby. And you got to say, whoa, you got to reel them in. You got to reel them back in and let them know this ain't, this is not what's going to happen. You can't do this. You can't do it this way. So yeah, it's good to teach them, especially now. Y'all, the inflation is like, I don't remember it ever going up like this. Yeah, I remember when we would complain about a hike in the gas, and it would be like up to $2.50 or $3 that we were complaining about. Now we're having to complain about gas that's like $4 and $5. Some places $6 and $7. Food going up. I like to buy chicken. Sometimes I'll get that canned chunk chicken, like chicken chunks, kind of like tuna, but it's chicken. And it was like, you get 2 of them. No, you get 4 cans for like $7.98. Y'all, do y'all know they went up to $9.98 at Walmart? They were $7.98 and now they're $9.98. Lady Shell says, oh yes, be sure. I started all my kids early with bank accounts, and my teens, I take them to the bank to deposit all that money that they get as gifts. Right. And even when I would give, like, say, like report card time, like my family was big on that. Everybody, you didn't have to like give $10 for every A, $5 for every B, because if you could do like 5 for an A, 3 for a B, I had like 10, 11, 12 uncles and aunts that was given too. So it's like, okay, whatever this total was, I'm like, okay, you got a lot this time. So what are you going to do? I asked them first, what are you going to do? Just to see if they want to save. As long as they said save and save a substantial amount, then I was happy. I continued to teach from there, but still I was happy because at least they wanted to save something. Because that's how I was, y'all. One of my uncles stopped by the house and they'd be like, here, put this in your pocket. It's $20. And y'all know how grandmama is. She'll slide you a 10 or 20 in your hand. like nobody else supposed to see it. And then a lot of grandmamas are good for that. Like if they hear you ask your parents for money and they be like, what you want it for? Or they give you something or they don't give it to you, and your grandmama sitting up there looking and watching. As soon as mom or dad walk off, grandma be like, come here, let me give you something. Come here. And they'll slide a little $10 or $20 in your hand. Y'all, now I would take that and I'd spend that. But the rest of it that they made me save, I would save it. But I would be glad to get that, because if I did have $20, like I would try to hold on to it to see how long I could hold on to it. So I end up saving. And then when it came down to stuff like field trips, that was extra money. So if you kept yourself a little piggy bank, and then your mom said, well, you getting the field trip costs $20, I'm giving you $20. Well, guess what? If you've been saving your money, I'd be like, Mom, I got money in my bank. She'll be like, okay, well, you can take another 10 to 15, $20 if you want to, but it would never be over another 20. If she gave us $20 and we had saved money, she was like, well, if you got $100 or however, whatever you have $40. She was like, well, okay, you can take another 20. You can take, because you save it, but they were wanting us to know that if you save it, when you do go into your savings, still try to leave some in your savings. Like some kids, I think they feel like if they save so much money for 2 or 3 months, that when they're ready, they can go and just take it all out. No, you gotta, if you get a little bit out, you still gotta save some too. The Sugar says, Lady Shell, yes, sis, it's a blessing to be able to show our kids how to do it. Yes, it is. It is. My son was cheap as a kid. He saved then and still saving at 39. I call him an old man the way he act with money. AB Sugar, he understands the importance. He understands the importance. He understands the importance. And you won't have to, ask anybody else for it. There may be some times where we all get in a bind or something, or have gotten in a bind before. But, once you teach them to save, that's the best lessons you can teach your children, is to save. And it's best to start off young. But hey, if you didn't start off young, start off as teenagers, because teenagers are the ones who like to spend the most. So they definitely need to be halted. They need to be caught and taught. Okay, you need to do it this way. You need to do that. You need to save a little bit. You need to keep some for school, and you need to. Because I was telling my girls, okay, you need to save some for yourself, and then you need to keep some for things may come up in school, and then you need to keep some for your bills. And when they first get a job, who had to take on a utility? Who had to take on some bill when they first got there? When y'all got y'all first job, how many of y'all had to take on a bill? When we got our first jobs in our household, y'all, we had to take on a bill. Oh, thank you, B Sugar. I try, sis. I try to, because I think sometimes we just need to come on here and just talk. Just talk about day-to-day things. Sometimes fun stuff, serious matters, important issues, and then just kick it. Sometimes we can just kick it. I don't even care what we talk about. Long as it's informative, that's good. Yeah, Sonya, it's like my mom's like, okay, you get a job, you get a bill, and you can also help. Is if you're a teenager, you also can buy your own clothes. Now that I love that, because I started working and I was like, 13 or 14. I wasn't old enough to work with a permit, but I was old enough to work. You know how like sometimes people give kids a job. You might have certain people in the community that you can work without a permit and all that. Because I think you usually have to be like, what, 15, 16 to work. But like at 13 to 14, you'd have people that I used to go around with the guy, me and all the kids in the neighborhood. And he would take turns so that everybody could make some money. We would go around with him and he would record churches, their Sunday services, or their, the televised church services way back then. He would record those for the cable company, but it was the local channel. So they would be on the local channel. Lady says, I started working at 15 and had to take on a bill. Yep. And that's the best thing. That's one of the first things that'll teach you responsibility. So he would record churches, and they would be on the local channel, local cable channel. And so he would take turns, or sometimes it's like if whose ever turn was to go, I think he did like maybe 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So whoever this week, so many of us would go, and then the next week so many would go. And then, if somebody couldn't make it, then he would call and say, well, hey, I know you worked last week, you want to work this week. So y'all, I saved up so much money doing that. And that wasn't because you can make so much money a year without reporting to taxes anyway. So as long as he has the parents' permission, and that you could do it, and he met your parents, and they had the conversation, whatever, he let them know what you would be doing. It wasn't anything strenuous where you would be hurting yourself. It was just like helping him with lights and stuff. And then you got to meet people, different churches, different people doing different things for their church and through their church, and we would make money that way. And that money really helped. We did it over the summer, and so when it was time for school to start back, that saved our parents money. So it taught us to work for our own money. And when I got paid, I had to put some back, and I had to save for like, what is it, like the 2 weeks or so before school started, so I could buy whatever I wanted. My mom didn't make me take on a bill with that because it was like limited money, because we only worked kind of like every other week. Like I said, if somebody couldn't make it, you could go in that next week. And so I saved my parents money doing that because I was able to buy my own school clothes when we worked for him. Lady Shell says, I'm also the oldest of my siblings, so I also took care of my younger siblings. Yeah, yeah, that's a task. That's a task. Sonia says, I was always told you can't live no way free. B Sugar says, I started out as a babysitter. Then my first real job was a counselor. Whoa, that's wow. So were you a counselor at a school or a healthcare facility? Where were you a counselor at, B Sugar? Lady Shell, you had to cook and everything then. Right. Yeah, when you have to take care of those siblings, you have to cook, wash clothes, help with homework. That's what I thought, Sonya, but that still made sense too. No, you can't live no way. Now you have to cook, you have to when you're taking care of younger siblings, you have to cook, you have to wash clothes, you have to do hair, you have to help with homework, especially if your parents are working, and especially if you have a single parent household, you have to help out when you're the oldest sibling. Usually it's the oldest, depending on how many of y'all it is. If it's just two, the oldest one still has to help. If it's 3, 4, 5, the oldest one or two have to help out. But that's what family is, though, y'all. A lot of times, a lot of these young people nowadays, they all for them. They want parents' help, but when the parents say you need to do this, I need you to do that, they don't want to do it. But in our household, you may not have wanted to do it, but you didn't let them know you didn't want to do it. You did not. Y'all notice that these kids will say no. And even if they don't so much as say the word no, the body language and the excuses, they make excuses. Wasn't no excuses. Wasn't making no excuses. You helping. You are helping. Sonia says, I was one of the youngest, so I was lucky. B Sugar says, I was a counselor at a playground. Okay, those kids loved me and I loved them too. Girl, I bet you used to have fun. Yeah, I bet you had fun. Yeah, it's like you have to teach kids responsibility. And I know some people, like, they're really, it's like B Sugar said, you teach them to have their own. But sometimes certain circumstances, like with this economy, I'm glad to help them. I'm glad to help them. Sometimes, having and they help you too. You know what I'm saying? They help you too. Because if one of my family members went back home, she moved back home, and that's helping her mom. She still has her job. And so it's really helping her and her mom for her to be back home right now. Lady Shell says, I've been cooking since I was 4, and my mother was a single mother, so I had to take care of the household because my mother worked 2 jobs. Right, right. So you know what responsibility was just due to your circumstances, because it was the way it was. Sometimes children grow up fast. Some children grow up fast, and some maybe don't really so much grow up fast, but they mature fast because of the things that they have to do at home, and because of the things that they have to do, you know, for themselves. Sometimes I miss my generation. We were so humble. Sometimes, like, you have to grow up fast, and it's not always a bad thing. It's not always, because, like, sometimes when you say a child has to grow up fast, people are quick to think the parents just weren't around or left them to themselves to fend for themselves. And sometimes that does happen in a bad way. But sometimes it's not so much that the parents are leaving them to fend for themselves and just aren't around, but they're working. So yeah, you do have some parents who may be neglectful, and so kids have to grow up, but you have those parents who are there. It's not that they're neglecting them and they're not around the house. You have some people, their parents, they've been out. They don't really even check, did you do your homework? They didn't really help them with their homework. If the child was struggling, maybe an older sister had to help them. And if they were the only child, maybe, somebody in the family, maybe grandmom had to help them. And some people only have their parents or their mom or their dad. So they had to get as much help as possible from the teacher. And when they were at home, if they couldn't do their homework, they had to wait until they go back to school. So, some kids have to grow up fast because they're neglected. But then you have other kids who have to grow up fast, not because they're neglected, but because their parents really just have to be away from home because they have to work a lot. They have to make sure that they have a home to stay in. They have to make sure they have food to eat. They have to make sure they have water, power. So those kids have to grow up fast too. It's funny how kids can have to grow up fast, but for different reasons. So, like I say, you have a neglectful parent who they're not even checking to make sure that you did your homework. They're just out. You know what I'm saying? They're just in the streets. So they come home, you've gone to bed. You get up the next morning to go to school. They might not ask you about your work. They probably didn't even ask you how your day at school was. And then when the teacher called for some reason, especially if you cut up or something, what you do at that school? Yada 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 yada. Well, you don't really pay much attention. So those kids have to grow up fast. And like I said, then you have those whose the parents are very attentive and they check in as much as they can, but they may not be able to be at home as much as they can because they're working two jobs. Like Lady Shell said, her mom worked two jobs. Lady Shell said, Sonya, you're one of the sweetest supporters. She really is. She really is. I'm telling y'all, that's why when Sonya said she had 200 some subscribers, I'm like, girl, 200 and something. I got 200 and something, and I be trying to buzz my butt when I can. But it's because she's so sweet. People are attracted to Sonya because she's such a great supporter. Thanks. I be trying to support all my subscribers. Yes, she does. She is. Sonya is a great supporter. I see her over there with Camille Hendricks, with Renal family, with just everywhere. Everywhere. Because y'all, we got like this little tight-knit group. And that's why I say whether my channel grows subscription-wise or not, I like the people that I'm around. And I'm like the people that I'm around on here. Lady Shell says, yes, Sonya, my brothers always tell me I'm the strongest person they know. Yes, she is, Be Sugar, she is. So, a lot of times kids have to grow up because they just kind of like be neglected. It's sad to say it, but then, like I said, the other ones, their parents are working. And so if they're a single child, and you know what though, they have to grow up, but at least those parents are kind of like, when they get off, they hate to do it, but they wake you up just to at least make sure you did your homework. Maybe in the morning they check it, go over it real fast with you and check it, but they're working. So those kids have to grow up too, because they're not able to get the one-on-one attention with homework or after or school events because their parents are working. But they do have a parent that cares and a parent that's checking, at least checking, and then maybe their grandmama have to help them do the work, have to help them with the homework, or an aunt or a sister or brother, but at least they're checking. So that's, hey lady, hey KT, welcome to the live. KT says, happy Saturday, everybody. So you have those, and then, like I said, you have the ones who just are neglectful. That's just a whole different thing. Those kids grow up fast. You have those who they just have to because their parents are working, but they're providing a living for them. Lady says, VT, I've pretty much given up on putting out videos. No, Lady Shell, no, girl, it is so stressful. It is so stressful. But sis, just do it. Just do it when you can. Just do it when you're not even thinking about it. Do you do shorts, Lady Shell? Because I'm trying to remember what the last video was. I came to your channel and see sometimes people have uploaded things and it's like I'll get the notification today and it happened 4 weeks ago. What's with that? I'll get the notification today. Like I saw one of Rock shorts and I think it was like a week ago. And I'm like, why didn't I get a notification? Because I do check channels, but I don't check as often as I would like to, especially when like I work like 12 hours or something like that. Because then you're just trying to come home, eat, and you may just look on here, just scroll and see what your notifications are saying, but you don't really check your notifications and check your channels because you can see your notifications and you can see your feed. But sometimes you really need to check the other, your friends' channels because a lot of times you miss stuff. D Sugar says, "Hey, KT." Lady Shell says, "Hey, KT." Sonya says, "I be on the road and sometimes I can't get good connections, but as soon as I get home or a better connection, I'm check on y'all." You do, Sonya. We appreciate it too. We definitely appreciate you. KT speaking to Lady Shell and B Sugar. KT says, "Sometimes you don't get notification for shorts." I know. See, KT, that's what I'm wondering. Like, if I do get a notification for the shorts, sometimes I'll get it like within a few hours, but a lot of times it's weeks later and the notification to come up, and when I click on it and watch it, I see comments from like 4 weeks ago, and I'm like, why am I just getting this notification for this short that was done 4 weeks ago? So it's like when you work, like Lady Shell said, you got to kind of try to get a video in, and then you're looking at, because my thing is I'm kind of looking at what's right there, my notifications right then. And so by the time I'm done doing that, it's like it's time to go to bed or time to cook, time to do something. So I don't get to go by the channels as much as I want to. Like I've said, I'm going to do. I don't get to go by so much. And so I've been trying to make it, because it's like I don't want to seem like I'm not supporting, because we all do have things that we have to do. We have to work. But I at least like to, even if I don't catch the live, come by and make a comment. So I might make a comment on the video that's like 3-4 weeks old because I may have missed that video. And just let everybody know, I'm still coming through. I'm still coming through. And sometimes we don't get the notifications. Yeah, B Sugar. It's like I hate that it's like that sometimes. I'm like, Rock had a short, I want to say it was maybe last week or could have been a couple of weeks. I'm like, why didn't I get the notification? And then you intend to go by and stop by everybody's channels. Like when Lucinda was in the live before, we were talking about we have certain days to check, to go back and check. Hey, Miss Soft and Central, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Miss Soft and Central says, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so it's like you try to set that time to go and do it, but then something else comes up, or you kind of just forget. Like I'll say, I'm going to try and do it on Saturdays. Well, Saturdays, sometimes I'm trying to put out a live. Then I'm trying to do like wash clothes, get clothes ready for work, figure out what I'm, go head to the grocery store or just go get out of the house. Like today, I got out of the house and I went to Old Navy. Y'all, Old Navy. Ooh, Old Navy. Ooh, Old Navy. Y'all, Old Navy had a sale. I was not expecting that sale. And then you get home, you kind of unwind. So I'm home, and so I've been on the live. So when I get off the live and I've already eaten, I'll probably go through tonight and I'll be able to look at. So I'm gonna look at Lady Shell, KT, everybody, B Sugar, and watch something that I haven't watched. And then y'all, it be some stuff going on YouTube that you be trying to catch too, and sometimes they'll take about 3 or 4 hours. And this thing, you hadn't went and checked on nobody. Y'all, it be some cutting ups going on out here. Lady Shell says, I don't know if y'all can see my last comment. YT said it was too long, so I'm seeing it in red on my end. Let me see. What was your last comment? B Sugar says, it's so hard because the other day I was trying to put a video out and it took me forever because you're still trying to help everyone you can. Yep. Did they give you your community tab yet, B Sugar? Because I know you hit your 500. I don't see it on. Let me make sure. I don't see it, Lady Shell. Mm, do y'all see Lady Shell's other comment? They said it was too long. Okay. B Sugar says, "Hey, Miss Soft and Sensual." Lady Shell speaking to Miss Soft and Sensual. Yes, because you still have real life outside of YT. Yeah, yep, you do. And then, like I said, it's work. It's trying to cook, trying to get your clothes prepared for the week, or just trying to get a little me time in. And then you have other things that may be going on within your community. Like if your community involved with different things and your city, whatever's going on in your city, your community, your city council, stuff like that. Some people are involved in that kind of stuff. Or, just a lot of different things that people have to do. And so sometimes when you do sit down and get a minute, you kind of just like looking at what's in your notifications or what's going on right at that time. Lady Shell says, I don't get a lot of notifications, even though I have really my settings at all. And I used to wonder if it, depended on how many people you subscribe to. Like if you subscribe to a lot of people, I'm sure some of the notifications are going to get missed or not. You're not going to get, if you subscribe to a lot of people, I'm thinking you will probably not get some notifications because I guess they only can put through so many. But that's why I say I need to, pick a day and time. What I need to do is stop trying to do it like on one day and say maybe Tuesday and Thursday, Saturday. Try to catch, especially those of us who communicate with each other a lot, and support each other a lot. Miss South Essential says, "Hey KT, hey B Sugar, Lady Shea, hey sis." Lady Shea says, "VT, I guess YT didn't publish my previous comment. They be tripping." I don't see it. Did y'all see? So Lady Shea, it was long and it was red. What did it say? Comment? Like, how did you know it was too long? Did the comment start to like highlight? Like, did it fade out? How did you know that it was too long? Well, I know when you're trying to put a long one in. Well, is that during a live? I've tried to put a long one in before, and then I just had to cut it down or reword it. B Sugar says, yes, I shared you out. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you so much, Lady Share, Vicky, and a few more channels I have to share out and now be satisfied. I'm so glad, sis. I'm so glad. Congratulations again that you got your community tab. I'm so glad. Sonya says she didn't see it either, Lady Share. It's no telling. I hope they don't you might have to break it up, Lady Share, because I guess they only allow so many characters. After I hit send, YouTube said it was too long. Really? Nope, they didn't. It didn't come through. Wow. So you hit send and it said it was too long. Because I've typed a comment before and it'll get down to 0 and I'm like, dang, I gotta reword it or I can't send all of it. So I'll just try to reword it before I send it. But I don't. Wow. Is anything new going on with them? Because I got a notification or email saying no when I went. No, I think it was no when I went live from YouTube. I went live from YouTube and they were telling me I could pin. I thought you've always been able to pin comments if you go live on YouTube. Was that something that you had to have so many subscribers to do? But I thought you were always able to pin. B Sugar says you have to cut it, Lady Shell. And it really wasn't longer than any of my other comments. Oh, there's no telling what's going on. There's no telling why they did it. Wow. I still don't know why I can't reply to Sonya. I made Sonya a mod so I could see if at least making her a mod would kind of like, I don't know, restart it or just do something to so that it will allow me to comment. But like if she leaves a comment on this live when it's over, or she leaves a comment on a short, and she leaves a comment on a video, I cannot reply to her comments. It's so annoying. Y'all, it's so annoying because you can't get in touch with them. All you can do is do these generic, you'll get these generic responses. Let me see, y'all. Let me see. You'll get these generic responses. You can't, I'm like, it's Sonya, and it does it me like that with Sin City too. It's like those are two that I know for sure. It won't allow me to. She can leave a comment on my own videos, but it won't let me respond to her. That's so crazy to me. Lady Shell says, be sure it really wasn't longer than my other comments. I don't know what's going on with them. It's so, it wouldn't be so frustrating if you could contact them. It's like you almost have to Google and say, and look for your answer. Like if you're having a problem with them, it's almost like you have to Google to look for a solution. And that's crazy. You have to Google to see why can't I do this or why can't I do that? And you really don't find an answer. They don't really give you any answers. So I'm like, geez, I guess you have to have like 1 million subscribers, 100,000 or at least or so subscribers in order to communicate. Right, KT is oh my goodness, it's awful. But Lady Shell says, don't be laughing at me. He says, be sure. I don't know why they did that. Who knows why? It's just, it takes Frank to talk about it, y'all. Frank, they be ticking Frank off. Yeah, Frank be so mad. He be like, he don't even be mad. He's just like, I think Frank be like just disgusted with the whole thing. Frank also, they always be doing something. Yeah, Frank be like, you can't do nothing with them. You can't do nothing with them. And Lady Shell, YT be bugging. They be doing too much, doing the most. I hope when you share it out, y'all know I didn't have anybody in here for about the first 12 minutes. So they're probably gonna be like, why is this person just live? I didn't have anybody in here. And comedian El Hedges came in, and him and Sophie were getting her hair done. They were at the, I guess they were at the beauty salon. She was getting her hair done for church tomorrow. And then y'all started to come on through. I said, well, I'm gonna see how many people gonna come on here and I'm live, because I really do need to do like the 30-minute set my notifications for 30 minutes ahead of time. But y'all, it's just like we say, we always doing something. And then who wants to set a notification saying they'll come on at a certain time, and then something comes up? You're not gonna go live and say, hey y'all, I know I'm supposed to be live, but I gotta do something. So I'll send a notification again. Yes, your Frank be so over it. He is so over it. Frank is like, he just be so through with him. He's so over it. Frank did the walking challenge this week. He did the walking challenge. I think he said it's supposed to be for 5 days. I think. So that was that challenge was by Miss Key Kitchen. I think that's her channel. And then y'all know Frank had the what was Frank's challenge? It was oh gosh. Do y'all remember Frank's challenge? Be sure you did it, didn't you? What was Frank's challenge? I still believe. What what was Frank's challenge? I don't want to say it wrong. I was saying I still believe in. It's basically you have to tell what you still believe in. I can't remember exactly what the name was, but it was like a belief challenge. Lady Shell says that's why I never went live. I said no one is going to show up and I'll be live talking to myself. What do you still believe in? That's it. That's it. Thanks, Lady Shell. Did you do that, Lady Shell? Did you do a video? Go live, Lady Shell. Look, Lady Shell, go live when I end this live. I'm about to end this live in a few minutes. And go live, y'all. And we're going to go to Lady Shell's live. Lady Shell, what are you doing? You want to go live? Yeah, Lady Shell, go live. And then I'll in this challenge. And see, then you'll have us in there, even for a few minutes. Have you ever gone live before, Lady Shell? I'm not going live. Lady Shell said, sis, what? Repeat what you said. I ran in the kitchen. Oh, what was it? I was trying to remember the challenge that Frank was doing. The what is it? What do you still believe in challenge? I think that's what Lady Shell told me. Is that right, Lady Shell? That's why I've never went live. Oh yeah, what do you still believe in? Right, right. Nope, you never went live. Really, Lady Shell? So you don't want to, or what you think? Why won't you go live, Lady Shell? It takes a lot. It takes a lot because I didn't for a long time. Right? Okay, okay. Yes, Frank been on those challenges. That was his challenge. The what do you still believe in? And then I think he just completed the walking challenge by Miss Key Kitchen. He just completed that one. So Frank, yeah, he's on those challenges. But Frank, yeah, I think that's why he's so over it sometimes with the stuff. It's because Frank likes to have fun. And it's like they just kind of don't really. I think he feels kind of like it's hard to have fun on here. But yeah, Frank likes to have fun. Frank Frank be like, they 1 minute this and this 1 minute is that, 1 minute is this, 1 minute is that. Mm, JJ, did I miss what I missed? Did I miss some Sonya's comment? Was Sonya answering somebody? Lady Shell says I have social anxiety and nervous about being on cam. Oh, okay, okay, I got you. Yeah, KT Frank loves to have fun, and sometimes he feels like it's just not, it's just not. They just don't allow you to have fun. He loves TikTok though. Whoops, sorry, YT. I said I have to see his other challenge. It's too much going on. I lay low and mind my own business. be sure to be having me so tickled. Be sure to some stuff you be saying. It's like I can see you laughing, but I can see you being so serious though. I can see you laughing, but I can see you being so serious. That link, somebody hit the link. Hit the link and let me see what happens because it looked like it didn't go play. Is that link right? Maybe it's because I'm on my phone. What the heck? Yeah, that link does not. So, who is JJ Air? My bad. That's what I was wondering. I was like, who is somebody talking about? Was she talking to somebody about JJ? I was like, is there a JJ in here? If it is, I don't see him. Lady Shell says, I mind my own business too and try to stay out the way. I know that's right, y'all. I know. Tennessee Michelle says, y'all still in here chilling on this good Saturday. I know, sis. I know. We just in here chilling. Yep, we just in here chilling. We oh, it's a guest. I didn't know y'all let me, I didn't know Lady Shea. Okay. What the heck? What happened? Lady Shea was back there. What Lady Shea, were you back? It said guest. Lord, let me see. Why won't there it is. Hey Lady Shea.
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Lady Shea.
Hey, what's going on, VT and chat?
Nothing much, girl. Nothing much. Lady Shea. Look, girl. Look. You see, you can go live like that. Use your avatar.
Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, use your avatar.
TN
Sis.
had got on me. I see she done popped back in the comments. TN and I, we had said we were gonna go live one night, but I think TN done did a live or something. And
Yeah. Yep. Where she at? She need to hit the link too. She's chilling on this good Saturday.
Mhm.
Look at Sonya. Sonya say, hey Lady Shea. Girl,
Hey,
yeah,
Toya.
you doing good. Like you don't seem nervous or anything. I be nervous.
Well, because nobody can see my face right now. So,
That's what I'm saying. See, that's why I do that. Like I try to stay on sometimes, but I really do like the avatar for real. I try
and
to,
like, I will pop on, because of course I did the chip challenge.
yeah.
Um, I did day to days wing challenge. I
You
think that was the first time I got on cam
you did
when
the
I
wings.
did. Hmm.
I missed it. I need to go look at. I need to go look at it.
And
Who
that's
did
what
I?
I was saying in the comment that YouTube said was too long. I said, VT, I don't think you've ever come to my channel. And like, I always pop into your lives and just like, oh, Lady Shay, I got to check you out. And I don't
I
know if you don't ever get my
you make
notifications or nothing. And I was like, yeah, I don't think you've ever checked out anything on my channel.
see. I don't get. Now I have never gotten your notification. See, the reason I've come on my own. Like you did. You made some dishes. I can't remember. I made left comments on a couple of dishes that you made. You were cooking.
I have to
Did you?
go back and look because I don't
I'm
recall
trying to figure out if it was a salad.
comment.
You made something because the video wasn't long, but you showed us how you made.
No, like all my videos are short. And
Yeah,
so
it wasn't long.
when even though when I cook or whatever, like I edit it down, everything is very short. And
Mm-hmm.
so when Rock Just Living shared me out, she's like, go and check her out. Like she do these 2 or 3 minute videos or whatever. Because I still try to make it short or whatever. And
Yeah,
whatever
I
I'm
think
doing.
the one I saw may have been like 5 to 7 minutes, and then there was another. I've seen like two
I've
that you did.
had some that were a little bit longer. I think when I did that chicken wing challenge that day to day had, that was probably my longest video. I don't know. I had to go back and look at it.
Right.
And
I think
then
you made something because
I
you had some effects
always,
to it.
huh?
You add when you edited it, you had I forgot what it was, but the one that I specifically remember you made it was you. It was like you edited it. I could tell you edited it because you was telling us one time how the editing is like nerve wracking or like
Oh, like you know what? I had told Hendrix and Day to Day. I said, "Ooh, I'm over this YouTube crap." I said, "I can't do it no more." And
you were doing
then
something with your daughter.
uh,
You have a daughter, right?
I
Was
have
your daughter?
three
Oh,
daughters, but
what was your
none of
daughter
my
doing a
children have
video?
ever been on cam.
You was have you not ever been? Have you not done a video with somebody, or
No,
maybe
I've ne- no,
off cam?
no. Mm-mm.
I remember you sitting down.
I've never
It was
done
like
a
I don't know. It
video.
was a it was somebody sent you something. So it was like an opening.
Well,
You
the
did,
only people I get stuff from is Rock Just Living and Henny. So
yeah, it was
at the
I do
end of
remember I
my
think
videos, like I always put them in or whatever. Like if I do a little cooking something, then I'll put them in if I'm doing an unboxing or something because Henny and Rock Just Living, they both like send me stuff. And so I've done unboxings on those type of things. But I
that's
haven't
what I
done
saw.
much more else than that.
Mhm.
And my husband and my children, they've never been on my channel. My husband, like I told you, VT, that one time you said, I don't think I know your husband. I said, girl, he been on lives and stuff back in the day when we was toe up drunk and he's he's acting a fool. And Hendrix and them, they all love him. And so they always be like, oh, what's up, Lady Shaya? Where's Nizzle? I'm like, what?
Look, he cutting up, you know, Henny off of it. The Tennessee Michelle says Lady Shell does all that scratch cooking. Yeah, you
I
made
do.
something.
I
And
do
then
scratch
I
cooking,
saw
yes.
an unboxing. I saw an unboxing video and I saw you make something. I want to say it was a chicken dish, but I think I'm wrong though. It was
I
like,
did a chicken parm dish, but I didn't like make it on camera or nothing. I think I did that one as a short.
okay, okay.
And
Yeah, I
then
have
I think I did it like a healthier version without like all the pasta and noodles because I made zucchini noodles for myself and I didn't bread the chicken and stuff. And I,
okay,
I, I think I
okay.
did two videos on the chicken parmesan. But the one was for my family, and then the other one was the healthier version that I was doing for myself. And I didn't bread the chicken or anything. I just baked it and I did zucchini noodles instead of regular pasta.
Okay, yes, that's what I know it was. That's what I saw. I love comments on that one, and I think the one where you did the unboxing from.
Look, TN talking about, yeah, we know Nizzle from them lit live.
He was
Yes,
lit.
because he be lit, TN.
I'm lit right now.
Oh my
He
God,
was
you hear it? Now he coming in the background. He talking about I'm lit right now. He be embarrassing me. I be trying to keep him.
Listen,
I be trying to keep
I'm the
him.
show.
The boy, shut up.
I am the show.
Oh my God, shut up.
he
I
said
be
he
trying to
is
keep him off the live because he is embarrassing. That's hell.
he said he is the show.
He said he is the show. He's embarrassing. But he used to be on some of them lives.
Yeah, because I think when you did the chip challenge, you were talking to him off cam. He was off cam, right?
I was talking to him off cam, but Hitty was like, where's Nizzle? I said he over there, and then he came on the cam for a short moment, but he was in his freaking pimp robe and stuff, and I'm like, boy, get on, go,
Michelle said
go
it used to be
somewhere.
so much fun. She said, "Don't be embarrassed."
Ten, he is fun, but it's embarrassing to me because
See,
he get on this YouTube and he show out, honey. I can't control that man.
he be showing out later, Michelle.
Yes, he be showing out. And I think when I first started my YouTube, because everybody kept saying, oh, start a YouTube, start a YouTube. I didn't have no videos and I didn't know what to put out. So the first thing that I had posted, I made it private now. But the first video that I put out was a video of him stripping. And day to day and then like Peanut and them. I said, no, bro. I said, this is for the ladies. Don't go over there day to day. Don't go over there. I said, that's for the ladies.
Man, look, look, he was like, I bet Day was like, I want to see what's going on in the comment
And then
section.
he said, Lady Shay, I'm glad you put out that disclaimer to say, don't let the males go over there. I said, because, honey, he was scripted. I got down to the draws.
Oh,
And some lady that was there, she started like trying to go in his little silky boxers and touch the meat. I said, hold on. I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You can't do that.
uh.
That was the first video that I put out. Then I made it private.
Oh, if you had left that one up, you should have left that one up, Lady Shea.
I probably
That
would.
look,
I'll
that might
probably
have been the one.
unprivate it, but I don't know.
Yeah, that might be the one, Lady Shea.
I
That
mean,
might be
because
the one.
his
Look, that
body was looking good. He had been on deployment. He had been working out. He was all muscle bound and big and stuff. And
uh,
honey,
oh, oh,
he was
snap. So
he was
that
looking hot.
need to open up. Might need to put that one back. You might need to unlock that one.
He was looking hot. And that lady tried to go in my man drawers. And then that's when I stopped the video. I said, no, ma'am. No. That's just for me. He can twerk that thing in your face and he can dance and all that, but you can't be touching it. VT, you silly.
Lady Shea said, "Help her, you better get back."
That's what I was like. Hell no. That was like I was cutting the video. I said, no, ma'am, that's mine. You can't
Lady Shea said,
do.
"That's for me."
You can't touch the meat. Okay, you
Oh my
can't
God,
touch
too
the meat.
funny.
Big
That's
Sugar,
too
see,
funny.
did you ever see that video?
Shea said, "I know that's right." Huh?
No, I was asking B Sugar, did she see that one? Because she up
Oh,
there
oh.
cackling and laughing. She put all them laughing emojis.
Be
I
sure.
was
Did
like,
you see the video? Do you see the can't touch this video?
yeah, did you see it? Man, I said, no, ma'am. You can't be doing that. You can't be touching my man. I said, hold up.
She was just trying to cyber touch, Lady Sugar.
It wasn't no cyber touch. That lady was live and in person. She was in my garage because we was partying in my garage, and it was just like when he had came back from a deployment and he had
Yeah.
been working out, and that body yada was tight and muscular, and them chicks they was like trying to be all up on my man's junk. I said, mm-mm.
Wait a minute, Lady Sugar. Who were they? Were they friends of yours? Were they
I
tipsy?
didn't even know. I didn't know. Oh, now he's speaking out. Now my husband's saying
Now, one of our homeboys said, "Yeah, y'all
no.
can come over here,"
We didn't know the ladies.
and I just started stripping because that's what I do.
And he was
Wait
just
a
stripping.
minute.
Listen to him. He
Because
said
that
because
we
that's what he do. He was just stripping because he said that's what he
I
do.
got that. I had that body. I had to do it.
Yeah, you have that body.
Wait a
And
minute.
you have the silk Valentine's boxers on that I bought for you with the little hearts.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait. If he about to Lady Shea, is he tipsy?
Oh yeah, he tipsy every
I'm
day,
always
all
tipsy.
day. Yeah, he
I
tipsy.
stay drunk.
Yeah, he
Because
stay drunk.
if y'all about to do a show, I'm about to put the cash up. But what's your cash?
Do no show. BT, this is why I keep him off of YouTube. He will do a show. I
I
keep
don't care.
him
I don't.
off of YouTube because he don't have no shame. He will do a show. I keep him off of YouTube.
I'm talking to shit. I'll
Lady
throw
Shea,
my
he gonna
shit.
get his own channel.
I told him to get his
Yeah,
own
but
channel,
I
but
do stuff,
no, no,
but
no, no. He wants to talk. No, but on his
I,
channel, he don't want to be like sexual and showing all that body yada off. Like he want to talk about political things and stuff
political, man.
on
I'm talking
his
about sports.
channel.
Well,
I'm talking about
so he wants
life.
to show the body off on your channel.
He want to talk about sports and
Life.
political things
Life.
and
Just life.
whatever.
So Big Sugar says I saw a lot of videos, but not that. I'm laughing at how you're saying it, Lady Shell. So you're gonna unlock that video, Lady
Oh,
Shell?
VT,
She
I
gonna put
don't
it back
know.
out, sis. Big Sugar, she gonna put it back.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
See
know.
how the young Mr. was.
Look,
I don't know.
little Lady
I
Shell
don't know.
about to
I
put
don't
them
know,
kids in
y'all.
place.
I don't know if I'm gonna unlock that video and make it public again. I do not know because he was acting a fool. And then I was in the background because that girl was getting too frisky with my man. I was like, no, ma'am. And we didn't even know them chicks.
Y'all, Lady Shell see that girl. Lady Shell, you was about to give it a what for, wasn't you?
Baby, she was about to get a 2-piece and a biscuit. That's what she was about to get. She was
Yeah,
about to get a 2-piece and a biscuit.
girl, she had the girl. She said he came out there. She wanted to touch. See, that would be wrong. That's why you can't strip
No,
him from the
and
touch.
then I was like, bro, you can't be throwing that thing in people's face and stripping and stuff like that. And then old girl was feeling all comfortable. She thought she could go in my man little silky boxes and touch the meat. I said, no,
So,
ma'am.
Lady Shell, did you say something like, or did he like
Yes,
back? Did
in
she like?
the video, I said, "Oh no, 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 ma'am, that's not gonna happen.
Non-negotiable.
You can't be touching his meat." I said he can throw it in y'all face, but
Lady,
you can't be touching. And I said I know he was looking fine as f doing that, and you wanted a little taste, but baby, you can't get no taste. Don't be touching my bed like that.
y'all are crying.
Be sugar, don't be laughing like that.
Be sugar. Be sugar. Be sugar. I'm so tickled. It's the way Lady Shell saying it. I can say. I bet you.
No,
I bet you.
Tina said she remember them lives like back in the day when my husband ZT. I don't even know where they are. I don't know who channel they're on, but my husband
Right.
used to come on like the lives and stuff like that.
Mhm.
A hot mess.
I'm just G. That's who I am.
What do you say,
And
Lady?
so, no, he said he's that jig. And I told him, I said, damn. And I think I told Henny the same thing. I said, y'all niggas always be shouting him out every time I come in. He's like, oh, Lady Shell, where's Nizzle? And all this. I said, damn, y'all just like my family. Y'all love him more than me.
Look, he
Man,
turned.
love, miss.
V Sugar
Girl,
said,
'cause
Lady Shell said she was going to break them fingers.
I'm gonna do more than break fingers. But when back in the day when he used to come on these lives like VT, it was crazy.
They was up. They was asking for him. I mean, Lady Shell. They was
Yeah,
shouting out for him.
they be asking for him because he off the chain and he crazy and he don't care, but he be embarrassing me. And I be like, no, not too much. Like, bro, calm down.
He
Like
be
he
doing too
embarrassed. Yeah, he do too much. I be like, bro, calm down. You're doing too much.
much.
But
He be embarrassing you, Lady Shell.
Yes, they do.
Just me. I can't.
And look, he said he's just him. He can't be nobody else. He's just who he is. Like he's embarrassing as hell to me. But he just be saying that like, he just being himself.
I'm from Texas.
Because I'm from Texas too, bro. Get off.
I just got that.
So I used to let him come on the lives and stuff when I was on lives. VT, he was acting a nut. He
Just
was a
doing
fool.
too much. Listen,
He was doing too much, and I said, "Oh my god, I can't."
oh yeah, I know. I know Henny and Peanut probably love that. They
Oh,
love
like
it.
they back in the day when they seen this stuff, like they was cracking up about it. Like he is, he is off the chain. He has no filter or nothing. He has no filter, and that embarrasses the heck out of me. And that's why I be trying to keep him off camera. And if you see the chip challenge, when he came on the camera, I was pushing him away, like, bro, go on, get away, get your ass off the camera. Cause he be embarrassing me. I said, bro, like, go on, get off the camera.
He be having fun, Lady Shale.
He be having too much fun.
There's nothing considered too much fun.
You hear him? He said, "There's nothing considered as too much fun."
Live your life.
You said,
People
"Just
hate on
live
you.
your life
Yeah.
or whatever." Bro, but you be embarrassing me. I can't do it.
Look, he be
VT, I don't
fun,
know
Lady
how
Shale.
you missed any of that. He is off the chain.
You gotta go back and look at this.
Probably because back in the day, I used to just like pop in and pop because I used to be like mostly on when I would be at work and be on a lunch break or something. So I would pop in and pop off of here and wouldn't even really be in there long.
Yeah. Because I used to pop in the lives and stuff, and child, he was there, and he always took over, and it was off the freaking chain.
I got
He
laughs.
just
I
take
got
over.
claps.
He take over, and he's off the chain.
That's what
And
he need to go ahead and
he,
get his own
he
channel.
need no butt always still, where's Neasel? Where's he at? And like they always be trying to. I said, man, don't bring this man.
They be trying to get him on. Now they trying to talk him up.
Yeah, I was like, nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yep, they be trying to
I
talk him up.
said he done embarrassed me enough on YouTube. It's not happening.
I make the game the game.
Have his fun, Shell.
VT girl,
But no,
you
if
know,
he gets his own
you,
channel, he want to talk politics.
you know my husband. Okay.
He want to talk what politics and sports. You said
Yeah. He's into sports and stuff because he's an all around athlete and stuff like that.
really?
He's been into all sports. He's an all around athlete. So he wants
Thank
to, like, he's trying to, like, he created the channel, but he's never done anything on it.
I get too
Um, but he's like, he want to talk about sports and stuff like that because he's an all around athlete. My
So. It's
husband
basketball
played.
watching the NBA fight.
He Oh, well, we don't, well, I don't care. He probably care about it. Like he was talking about it last night. I don't care about it because ain't none of my teams or players in it, so I don't care.
Who is your team,
But
Lady Shell? Who you like?
my team is San Antonio Spurs all day,
Okay,
every day. But I
okay.
am a LeBron fan.
I got you.
And so my husband, like, he tries to make it a point to buy me all the jerseys of wherever LeBron is at,
Oh,
which he knows I hate the freaking Lakers. I hate them with a passion.
but now you got to have your Laker jersey though.
And I do have one because
That's
he
where
bought it. He
LeBron at.
bought it. He tries to make sure that I have the jerseys of the team. Yeah, he is. He's the guy.
Listen
Um,
to y'all.
and then my brother, like, I'm the oldest, but the oldest boy of my siblings, he is a diehard, like, a Laker fan, Kobe fan, and all that, and whatever. And he lives in California. And I'm like, bruh, I was like, when we got the news that Kobe passed, and I told my brother, I was like, bro, I don't like that nigga at all, and I don't rock with him at all. But I called to check up on my brother. I was like, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? I
Oh yeah, that was sad. Yeah, I mean, whether you like them or not, that was a
And
sad
that's
day.
what I said. And I said, even whether I like him or not, like, I do have to respect to his game. And that was a lot of my damn hate. He was just too damn good.
Yeah,
So that was a lot of my hate towards him and the
Kobe.
Lakers.
Yeah, a lot of people, Kobe's a goat. So
Whatever. No, he not. But anyway,
I can't. No, I can't
I
talk.
ain't
Can't.
gonna speak
He
ill of the
gone.
dead.
Yeah, he gone. I can't. But to a lot of people, MJ the GOAT. Nobody else ever will be. And to a lot of
Yeah.
people, LeBron. But to a lot of people, it's
Okay.
Kobe.
And I'm old, VT. Like back in the day, MJ was the GOAT to me back in that day because I'm old. But he not anymore.
He's not currently, but you know how some people are. If you ask them who's their all time, they're gonna say MJ. Some people gonna say LeBron. Some
Yeah.
people say Kobe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's some of like the arguments that me and my husband have about, and not just my husband, my brothers, because my
Everybody,
brother,
I
like I
think everybody
said,
has
the
it.
one that's in California, he's a diehard Kobe fan,
Yeah,
and he's like just all about him or whatever. But I'm like, ooh, no. I said LeBron is definitely like he's the GOAT in my eyes.
yeah. It's always, they sports people argue about that, so there's gonna always be a debate.
And I think one time I went on Nathan Snell's little podcast or whatever. I was like, bro,
What was he
I
talking about? Was he talking about the who's the best debate? Was he having that debate?
I think it was like, I don't know if it was I don't think it was a debate about the best or anything, but I had
Mhm.
to insert that in that I am like LeBron. But he is everything. Because if you follow sports,
No, I have all the facts. Nobody has that.
no, you have all the facts.
I did all of it. LeBron is the best.
You're an all around sportsman, so you have all the facts.
Googled everything.
But
LeBron is the GOAT.
but then if they want to be talking about rings and stuff like that, and y'all calling Jordan the great because he got rings,
Well, Bill Russell.
Will and Bill Russell got way more rings. They got like 11. Don't Bill got like 11?
Got 13 rings.
My husband said he got 13.
Bill Russell got 13 NBA rings.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What he say? He said, wait a minute. Y'all still here?
There, Because
I
there was
done
only
made
eight.
4 stops, picked up
Because
the
there was
kids, showered in
when Bill
bed.
Russell was in the
Hold on,
league,
I'm trying to read what
there
Henny
was only
said.
8 NBA teams.
11 rings in 13 seasons.
Yeah, but there was only 8 teams in the NBA at the time when he won 13 or 11, whatever you want to call it.
Can you hear what he's saying, PT?
So it was easier for him to get a ring then.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, basically.
Yeah, because you had the ABA and you had the NBA. The ABA was considered better than the NBA. The ABA was better than the NBA, and then they just merged, and then that's how more teams got indoctrinated.
That's fact. If that's the case, then Jordan and
Oh,
Kobe,
hey, Henny, I
Jordan,
agree
Kobe,
with
and
you on
LeBron would have.
that. Henny, I agree with you on that.
Well,
That
he's hey
Scottie
every
Pippen was
Scottie
the
Pippen was
great,
the goat.
or the GOAT. I agree, Henny. I agree.
He said,
People
"Ask
just
Nizzle
doing
could MJ do
business
it
now.
without Scotty." Could
He said,
MJ do it
"Ask
without?
Nizzle, could MJ do it without Scotty?" Henny, no, you know he couldn't do it without Scotty.
When Jordan got in that league, he was 1-9 without Pippen. He was 1-9 in NBA playoffs.
And not only Scotty, let's not dismiss Dennis Rodman, okay?
What?
Let's not dismiss Dennis Rodman. Jordan could not do that without Scotty or Dennis Rodman.
And Dennis Rodman would just go to Vegas and get drunk and be like, I'm going to do whatever I want.
He gonna get drunk and go marry himself, and he gonna dress like he gonna dress, but he was still a freaking goat. So Henny, no, MJ couldn't do it without Scotty or Rodman. So I get what you're saying. Like Jordan is
He's saying is MJ was better than Scotty was better than MJ. He just got paid 100 times less.
Henny, I have to agree with you. I have to. On that, I have to agree. I definitely. Because you know what? The thing when people be trying to talk about Michael Jordan being the greatest, like they don't count all those failures that he had and he was trash for
Oh my God.
many years. What Henry say?
Huh?
I was trying to see what Henry said. He said he just got paid 100, like I guess it's like 100,000 less.
100 times less.
100 times. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would be good with LeBron if he wouldn't if he wasn't out there trying to win an Oscar every time.
An Oscar? What do you mean?
All that flipping and flopping LeBron be doing be funny as heck.
Baby, he deserves the flipping and flopping. He's the GOAT.
He be
Because
doing the most.
people be doing the most. He deserves all that flipping and flopping.
These NBA players ain't tough. I like the Detroit Pistons tough.
Well,
That was tough.
that's what they say. They're not tough
They aren't.
anymore. Ron
Well, they're
Artest is
not
the
tough like they
toughest.
used to be. Because they got
Ron
to be tough.
Artest
They
is the
got to be
toughest
tough.
NBA player that I've ever known.
Who? Rodman.
Ron Artest. I said he's the toughest
Oh
NBA player.
yeah. He didn't take no junk.
And then when he changed his name to Meta World Peace and he trying to be calm, baby.
When he changed his name, that junk was hilarious.
But Ron Artest, he don't take no junk. Like, baby, he is one.
Man, when he got to fighting in the stands with the people, that junk was hilarious.
What do they call it? The Malice in the Palace in Detroit.
Yeah, the malice in the palace.
Roland Artest is gonna fight everybody.
Man,
But
John was a
no, not only Ron Artest though. There are some other guys that they don't take no mess. And then I remember like back in the day, like the old school days, like Charles Oakley and Charles Barkley, baby, they ain't take no mess.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the tough, like Kobe, finger broke and he's snatching and put it back in, type of get back in the game kind of tough. Or
Yeah,
they're hard playing tough, like you can hit the floor, you jumping right back up. You ain't looking over there at the ref time out.
that's
Five,
another thing that they be trying to say about
five.
LeBron, like he's soft or whatever.
I don't think he stopped. I think he be putting on.
That
I
man
mean,
done put
because
so much
you
mileage
can
on
put
his
on,
body.
if you can put on and get the call, then you can put on and get the call.
Yeah. Well, you could just call him like the flop king.
He is. I mean, he putting on. If putting on gonna get you the call, why not?
What's he say?
It could get you to win. It could possibly get you to
Oh, she
win.
said his name is Meta World Peace now. Oh yeah. He tried to
Yeah.
be
Oh, you mean
peaceful.
Ortez? Yeah.
Peaceful. He will still act up on your tail.
Is it? He was such a wussy on that Survivor type reality show. He was super afraid of bugs. Really, really, Michelle.
What
See,
you
he
say?
tough. A lot of people like that. They tough, but they can't stand stuff like insects.
Who was afraid of
they'll fight a
bugs
person,
and
but won't
dark
fight an
sounds
insect.
meta? Tia? Who was that? Who was the wussy?
I think she's talking about Middle World Peace.
Oh, was he a wussy? They're afraid of the dark and bugs.
Is that who you talking about, Michelle? I think she mean Metal World Peace. I think he was on a reality show or something. I can't remember what it was.
Was
But
he? I
tough
don't remember.
people who are tough like that, they usually are afraid of insects and stuff.
I don't know, but he tough. He'll get in your ass. So that's all I know. And you better not mess with him.
But then you throwing stuff at people. I don't know what they expect. I mean, somebody else did that. Somebody else got into it with the crowd for throwing something at them. I can't remember who it was. Somebody like more recently. These people do the most. They do too much. They pay for tickets, and some of them started getting to think that they can like just do whatever they want to do to the players, say whatever they want to say, throw
Oh
stuff at
yeah.
them.
I don't
Sometimes
like that.
it's ridiculous. Uh-oh, Lady Shell fell off. Sister, he was a wussy. I wonder did she hit something. I'm gonna stay on for a second, see if comes back on. Oh, I've been on here over 3 hours, and why am I starting to sneeze? It's cool. It's been a pretty weekend, y'all. It's kind of cool. I gotta turn my AC down. We'll turn it up. Oh, she back. Lady Shell, you back? You
Oh,
hear me?
yeah. I'm
What
back.
happened?
I don't even know what happened. Like it just cut off.
Oh, for real? Early.
It just cut off. So I don't know what happened, but I'm back. But I was
Oh,
trying to say, like, before I left, I was like, who was that? Like, probably a
she was
couple of
pressing
weeks ago.
allergy sound. Oh, since it's that fan. If I start to get, so I got this tank top on, and I'm cold natured, actually. And if I get too much, if I get too cool, I start sniffing.
Child,
The
I'm going through
the
menopause.
allergies are
So,
no joke, and I'm surprised my allergies been okay lately. I haven't been
child,
seeing a lot of them though.
I'm going through menopause. I'm flashing. And
Damn.
I've been having a nasal thing going on. My doctors, they try to give me some medication and some nasal things. I was like, bruh, I've been doing nasal sprays for months and Even I had bought a neti pot, and I was like, but
Yeah,
as
that
soon
neti
as I
pot.
flush it all out, it comes right back. Then they gave me allergy medication, and it's not helping. And I ended up started having like nosebleeds and stuff like that. I was
Was
like,
it drying your nose out? Do you think it was
I
drying your nose out?
started having nosebleeds, and I think that's what happened because some months ago, like a couple of months ago, I was throwing up or whatever. And I thought the blood was coming, like I thought I was throwing it up.
Mm-hmm.
But now, as I'm looking back at it, I was like, no, I was just having a nosebleed. And I said, I never had a nosebleed before because my doctor had gave me some allergy medicine and some nasal spray. And I started having nosebleeds.
Hmm. And
And
maybe
I've
it
been,
dries your mucosa out. Maybe it dries your nasal passages out.
well, that's not what the nasal spray is supposed to do. It's supposed to moisturize and clean it all out.
Well,
But
I don't know what kind of nasal sprays you have. Nasal spray should open it
what's it
up.
called? Flonase. I think that's the one they prescribed me. Flonase.
Did you? How long did you take it?
I've been taking it for months, so like the last 2 months. And then when I looked it up, they were like, "You're not supposed to take that nasal spray for more
Mm.
than 2 weeks."
Hmm. Yeah, that is a long time, but it usually dries. It usually dries you out. It clears your allergies, but as far as your nasal passages, the tissues,
But it
it can
never cleared
dry.
anything up. Like I was still having like this severe congestion just only on the left side of my nostril or whatever. And like even with the
Side.
neti pot and nasal sprays and stuff that I had done prior
Mhm.
to going to the doctor, like it would clear out for a few minutes and then it comes right back. And so then they gave me, I'm taking an allergy pill and
Mhm.
doing the Flonase. And then I started having like nosebleeds.
The Flonase, a side effect of Flonase is that it could dry you out and dry your nasal mucosa out. So that could possibly cause that. But your left side, your left nostril, does it stay inflamed? I noticed you say what's the congestion on that side?
It's only on that side, on the left
Your
side.
nasal passage is kind of like inflamed throughout the day, like to kind of
hmm
filter out trash, like
hmm
each side.
Yep.
Each side
It,
is so does your left side stay inflamed more or does it stay inflamed? Like if you look in your nose, is the left side
yeah, the
inflamed?
left side stays inflamed. The right side is fine. Like I don't have no issues on that
So
side.
that's your turbinate. Have they ever asked you if you wanted your turbinate trimmed down
I don't know. My husband told me he said I need to go. Basically, what do they call it?
to
Like
the ENT?
get a nose job, where he's
That's what
like
I'm
you
about
got
to, that's
a
yeah,
deviated
that's what I'm asking. Like,
septum.
have they ever asked you if you wanted to get it trimmed down, like your nasal turbinate? Not really a nose job, but it kind of just trims it
I
down.
know, but yeah, yeah, yeah. It's basically like a nose job, but not. But my husband was like, "Yeah, you have a deviated septum, and you need to have surgery on that."
Who said that? Your husband. What did the doctor
Mm,
say? It
Well,
depends on how deviated it is.
the doctor didn't say that. Oh, child, we're military, and they don't be doing shit. Okay, they is trash. Military doctors are trash. Okay. They don't do absolutely nothing for you.
You can
And years ago, when I had my major health issues, which is what I connected with B Sugar on because she had a brain aneurysm and so did I. I went to the hospital.
Oh,
I was
okay. Okay.
having all these conditions and I was having all these symptoms and stuff. And I went to the military hospital. They was like, "Ooh, we don't even know what to do." And they was like, "I'm surprised that you came in here walking and talking." And they
What?
immediately sent me out to another hospital. And I said,
Wow.
I thank God that they sent me out to another hospital because what I ended up getting at the end of the day was the top, like, a neurological surgeon
Mm-hmm.
on the East Coast because I do live on the East Coast. I got like the top neurological surgeon on the East Coast. And I say, that man saved my life.
Mm. It was good that they knew who to send you to, and they didn't
Well, they
just.
just didn't know what the hell to do because they trash. Like, people would think, like, if you're affiliated with the military and stuff, like, you should get the best medical care in the world.
Yeah,
You don't. You don't.
that's
If you've
sad.
been treated in the military for anything, like, it is the worst. It is the worst.
Vets, yeah, vets go through so much. They go through a lot. They
And
go
so
through a
I
lot.
was thankful to God that they didn't know what the F to do with me. And they sent me out to a civilian doctor, and I got the best neurological doctor on the East Coast. And I was like, "You saved my life."
Mm.
Because, like, B Sugar, she had it too. And, like, normally you don't survive that. Like, you die. And that's what me and B Sugar initially, like, connected because we had the same thing happen to us.
So how did you when you how did you and B Sugar, like, how did y'all find out that both of you guys had?
I don't know. I was in a chat one day. I don't remember whose page it was or nothing like that. And I think B Sugar said something. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like, I had the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I think it was chatting with common sense. She's like, "Oh, y'all see the chat?" She's like, "B Sugar and Lady Shaya, they've had the, like, same diagnosis. They've went through the same thing." I was like, "Mm-hmm."
Wow. Well, it's a blessing that y'all are
And
both.
so since then, like,
Blessing that
B
y'all.
Sugar is my sis because she's my Annie sis because the aneurysm community, they call it your Annie sis. She's my Annie sis. We've been through the same thing. And since then, since my initial, like, aneurysm and stroke, I've had like three others since then.
You have?
I've Yeah, I've had like three strokes since then.
Wow. Do you have do you have high blood pressure?
I do. Hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it managed well? Like now?
No, it's managed. My high blood pressure is managed. But the thing is, just like when I went to the doctor last month when I was throwing up blood and when I even went to the bathroom to have a BM. And VT, I've been in school and stuff. And so I was at school and my stomach was hurting so bad. I went to the bathroom. I thought I had to have a BM, but it was just all blood, just blood. I know.
So when was this, like, Shell? Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah, I've been to the doctor. Yeah,
What
I
did they say?
told them. Well, what ended up happening, what they did a sigmoidoscopy to
Mm-hmm.
evaluate my lower colon. And then when they evaluated my lower colon, they said I had polyps in my colon. And they was like,
Mm-hmm.
if you had to wait it like years to actually do a colonoscopy or something like that, like it would have been cancerous. And so they removed the polyps at that point in time. But they was like, if you had waited, they was like, it would have been cancerous.
So is it better?
Mm, since I've had that procedure, VT,
So they removed them. Is it
yeah, they
so you
removed them, but
haven't had any
since
more symptoms since they removed them?
oh no, I've been having symptoms since they removed it. I've been like, I'm drained
Hmm.
of energy. I can't do anything. Like, I just don't have any energy. And that's why I can't be going on everybody's YouTube looking at their videos and stuff like that. Like, I just don't have the energy. Yeah. I just don't.
But look,
I don't.
Jaya, you
I don't.
are you anemic? Are you anemic?
mm,
Do you
No,
know, is
no.
your iron low?
Not anymore. Mm-mm. I used to be anemic
Uh-oh,
back
I
in the
can't hear it.
day.
Lady,
No, I said I used to be anemic back in the day.
can you like
I can hear you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, no, I used to be anemic back in the
Okay. When
day.
you say you didn't have much energy, I was just wondering. Have they checked your iron lately?
No, my iron is fine. I'm not anemic. Like I used to be
Okay. Have they
anemic
checked it lately?
back. Yeah, it's been checked lately. I used to be anemic back in the day.
Well, have they checked your iron lately?
Y- Yes.
Just trying to figure out maybe one of the I'm trying to
No,
figure
no,
out one
no.
of the
No, my
I was trying
iron
to
is
check out one of the
fine
more
right
that's one of the first
now.
things they usually check when you said you didn't have energy, so that's why I was asking.
No,
Yeah.
my iron is fine right now. I used to be anemic
I don't know. I
back
don't know. So do you
in
have
the
any
day.
you said this has happened since you had the procedure.
I had to be hospitalized. because of
But you
my
just don't have any.
anemia. Oh Lord, VT.
I think it's delayed. Lady Shaya.
Yeah, it's very delayed, and you're not hearing what I'm saying. It's very delayed.
Mm.
No, I used to be anemic.
I hear you. I hear you, but I'm thinking you can't hear me. That's why I was asking because I asked you like
I know. So can you hear me now? Is it delayed? Can you hear me now?
I, yeah, I hear you. It sounds like you were delayed when I was asking you about your anemia at first. I could tell you heard me, but you were hearing me later. It seems like you were hearing me on a delay.
Okay.
It seemed like it was
So
on a
can
delay.
you hear me now? Like I
Yeah.
used to be like anemic because my husband and I we ended up in the emergency room at the same time. I was anemic. He was outside playing basketball with people and he messed up his ankle, but he kept playing basketball. And then when we came home, and I had to faint it and passed out. And like when I was anemic, I used to pass out all the time.
Hmm.
I used to pass out all the time when I was anemic. And I didn't know that I was anemic, but I used to just faint for no apparent reason or whatever.
Really? So what did they do for your anemia? Did they give you infusions or did they give you infusions or did you take pills?
No, I ended up having a hysterectomy.
Okay. Okay.
Dude. I ended up having a hysterectomy to correct that.
Yeah.
And so therefore I can't have any more children, which is a bad thing because my husband he wanted more children. I cannot have more children because I had a hysterectomy. And I said the only way we can have children is if we get a surrogate or something like that. Because my husband, he still wants to have more children.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Because y'all have four?
I have five.
Yeah, five. Okay. Okay. So how many more does he want?
Uh, as many as he can get.
Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa.
No, but VT, when I was younger, like I always wanted like 15, 20 children. Like I want to keep having children. That's my thing. I want to keep having them and I can't have them anymore. Like I've always wanted 15 to 20 children.
That's a lot, Lady Shell. 15, 15 and 20, that's a lot.
Yeah, but that's
God
just
bless it.
always that's always what I wanted. I've always wanted like 15 to 20 children.
Well, you can use a surrogate. You guys can adopt. Unless you just want, them to be biologically yours, you can use a surrogate.
But even if we use a surrogate, it could still be our biological children. And so
Yes,
I
that's
told
what I
my
mean. That's I said
husband,
you can if you adopt, they won't be. But I'm just saying if you want them to be biological, then yeah, you can still use a surrogate.
mm-hmm, yeah, I've always wanted like 15 to 20 children or something. Like, I want a large amount of children.
15 or 20 kids. Imagine the number of grandkids you might have. That's a lot. What's up, tribulations kids? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, D? Just stop by to say hello. What you doing, bro? You been I'm sure you going live later tonight in the wee hours of the morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, Lady Shell, sounds like he quieted down. So sounds like he didn't want to act up tonight. So tribulations kids, not much tired, and yes, you know I be out here. Yep, I know. You be out here, you be out here any time of the day or night. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it. I believe Lady Shell went to sleep on me. Lady Shell, you asleep? I'm about to get off here. I've been on here for about 3.5 hours, bro. I just came on to kick it, see what was going on, what was up. Enjoy your live stream, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bro. I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna stop through when you go live. I'm about to get off here. Y'all have a good night. I don't hear Lady Shell. I think she may be asleep because she sounded like she was sleepy. Lady Shell. Yeah, I believe she may be asleep. Y'all,
Okay.
thank y'all for coming to this live. I appreciate y'all. Much love to all of y'all. We make the live a success. I wish you most peace, positivity, and prosperity. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Y'all go by that, and everything will be straight. Oh, hold on. Lady Share on here. What? Hold up. Lady Share, what happened? Did you get on a different device?
No, don't you say you can hear me. I mean, I'm on here talking and whatever. Oh my god, I'm getting better. No. Hmm. Hmm. This is amazing. Mhm. Good night, everyone. Mm, mm, mm. Mm.
Lady Shaya. Okay, okay, sis. Okay, Tennessee Michelle. You were still listening? I don't know if I don't know what happened. I thought I kicked myself off the live, but it was just it blinked off and blinked on. And then Lady Shell had like I was trying to put her back on. I thought she was gone. And then there was like a second. She came back up. So it was like two. She was up here twice. So I don't know what was going on with it. She was up here twice. She's up here once now, and I can't hear. That's what I was wondering. T and Michelle, why was it two of her? Girl, I don't know what was going on. I thought Lady Shell was asleep. Girl, it's still going. I can't hear. Can you hear? Can you guys hear Lady Shell? It was two of them. Somebody was backstage and I was like, hold on. And it was her. So I was trying to figure out if she was on a second device. I don't know. Lady Shell, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. But I'm gonna end the live, y'all. I don't know what happened. Lady Shell was real quiet, so I thought she was asleep. And I didn't hear anything for a while. And then somebody was backstage and there was a second Lady Shell. So I don't know what that was about. I thought maybe she had gotten on a second device. But I'll see y'all in these YouTube streets, this YouTube city. Y'all have a good night, a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your family. If you're going to church tomorrow, enjoy church service. I know little Miss Sophie is going to church. She and Aiden are singing in the choir. So Henny Bro, I hope they have a good time tomorrow singing in the choir. And I will talk to you guys later on somewhere out here in this YouTube world, in YouTube land, tonight or tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining my live. I really, really, really do appreciate it. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. See y'all next time.